Let's see, where did we start off?
So this is
session 31.
2 games ago.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
When you were still Lorenzo.
Yep. I remembered we fought an angel, but I don't remember where we started. So we were in Thurul's domain.
Well, we gotta listen to Brian notes to get a good starting point.
We all started with getting a series of visions of our worst experiences.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then we ended up with Thurul and Duril the angel.
Okay.
Luck.
So we all had to deal with looking through visions of what we had done in the past.
How did we end up looking through visions? I don't remember.
I was in Thurul's domain just before we got to Thurul's last area. It was like the next step on the ladder to get to Thurul.
Oh, okay.
And then we ended up being in a giant town. Found out that it was completely filled with plague knights that were dressed up as townsmen.
Oh, yeah, I almost started it right.
Yep.
You almost got yourselves killed.
Delaran noticed that one was a plague knight and decided to attack it.
That's what you do with plague knights.
And all of them stood up.
Of them.
Whatever.
But we ended up going to see the king because it looked like Riverstorm, and it was Thurul, which surprising to everyone, it was actually a female that had been the ruler, because Thurul didn't sound like a female to anyone, I don't think.
And no one really knew who Thurul was.
Nah,
Yeah.
Still don't.
And
someone who hates us. That's who she is.
we were discussing terms, and she basically said that she would give us a wish if we used one wish to wish her something that she wanted, and then we could use the other wish for whatever we wanted. And we declined, but first we went and talked to the angel so that we could find out what exactly is going on with him, because we were looking to also rescue him. And as soon as we saw the angel, people just started like walking in front of the things that were connecting him to the pillars, which was necrotic energy.
Oh, yeah.
And
there wasn't really much talking to him. He was
I talked to him.
He was being held captive by negative energy.
I talked to him once I bridged the gap.
You talked to him after you absorbed all the necrotic energy into your body and almost died.
Yeah, that.
And then I tried to pull him off, and then I got stuck to him.
And Barrett decided to just freely walk in front of the necrotic energy for fun.
And it worked.
And then I did another one, and then he started getting up and started swinging at the things, and there was combat, and Thruul was just like, "You idiots," and then went away.
And then she left, yeah.
Yeah. And then
she called us idiots.
In fact, Garavon didn't get to shoot his bow once.
I haven't shot my bow in like 4
Do you have a bow?
Yeah, it's like a shitty piece
it's
of
a
wood
really
with string.
shitty one. Thanks. Thanks, Merritt.
What happened to your other bow?
The smarmy. The smirk.
Well, I went a little bit nutso, and
We took
Merritt
got what you deserved.
Merritt decided to take my bow, and
When you misbehave, you get your toys taken away.
I kept my life though. I kept my life.
Yeah,
Lorenzo was thinking about giving him his bow, and then decided against it.
Strangely, I talked him into not killing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a turn. You talked Merritt into not killing.
Yep.
Okay.
But anyway, Angel sent these guys, and Lorenzo went to Riverstorm, and everyone else went to Oakdale.
So, Delaran, Garavon, Merritt, you all went to Oakdale. Back where you began. And then, Artegan, your main character, will finally rejoin the group. A reunion, you might say. In fact, the very last episode in Artegan's adventures, you teleported to Oakdale. You decided it would be funny or fun or interesting, instead of using the door to leave the room where you teleported into, to the dimension door outside of the room you were in.
Mm-hmm.
You and Finner, yeah.
For some reason. And you fell 30 feet down on the ground, and you landed right in front of Merritt. Roll a dexterity save.
Oh, I thought that was
13.
13. You see Artegan fall from the heavens. Out of nowhere, he slams right in front of you. His plate armor crunches on the cobblestone. You're running as fast as you can, but you have enough dexterity and grace to skip over his body. Roll a dexterity save.
You know what, just roll till I fail? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
7.
And you slam into another small creature, a halfling.
Oh, he gets a hoof in the gut.
Wham!
No, better.
Hoofs.
He's like, ow!
I use my
Flies
tail to
like 5
balance.
feet forward. You hit the ground. You skin your knees and your hands.
Don't
It
you
was
need to roll
Artegan.
backwards?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ah, what the deuce? Artegan!
Merritt.
You been waiting for us here? I didn't even see you.
No, I just got back, actually.
Did you jump out a window?
No. Out of a door, actually.
Wait, did you get, you're free? Did you get kidnapped by that lady?
Not necessarily.
Okay, we kind of looked for you for a little bit, but we had no way to track you, and...
Oh, Merritt, I saw Magnus.
Cool.
He was bringing an army across the wall.
Okay.
So at this point, do we walk in?
Eventually you will. You were walking, he was running. There'll be a little more dialogue.
I'm going to cast Mislead.
Is that's where you've been? That you've been over on the other side of the wall this whole time?
Yeah. Karina had to find something at her old place, which was across the wall. And I had to get this. An egg.
The egg that you hold up is the size of a small dog. It's a pretty large egg, and it looks like it has scales across the whole egg. It looks hardened. It's not like an egg shell. It's like as if it was plated by scales.
Okay. So, great job. You got an egg. I think it seems like a weird choice to go after this egg and leave the rest of us to whatever fate sent our way. But I'm super happy for you. And it's nice to meet you.
As you
I gotta
say
go.
that,
And I
they
start running.
walk up.
Huh. Artegan, it's good to see you. Hold up my hand. The shake.
Okay.
Do you have my bag?
Crunch.
Yes.
Can I have it back?
Yes. Would it be possible to give you everything in it? There's actually a dead king in there at the moment.
What? What have you been doing?
Long story.
Why don't you take the king and I take the bag?
That might be difficult
Let's
because
put him in a haversack.
he's pretty big. I don't know if he would fit in a haversack.
Well,
We have another bag, don't we?
yep.
Can we put the other stuff in there?
I think that it's more the principle of the matter.
This guy has been missing,
Yep.
and all you're thinking about is a bag.
Yeah, he's here. It's really good to see you. I hope you will consider continuing to travel with us. Are you happy now? Is that good?
It's a little better.
Okay, all right. It's good to see you, Artegan. I'm glad you're not dead.
Where's your girlfriend?
See, and now you're messing things up.
Why?
That's not how you do it. His girlfriend is dead, man. Have some tact.
No, he ran off.
It was more my
I just-
fiance that died.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, where's the girl?
Fitter's down there like, whoa.
Yeah, there's probably just like, oh man.
Well, where's the
your
girl you ran
friend?
off with? She dead? Did she
No.
die? I'm
No.
sorry.
No, she's not dead.
Oh, that's
would-
good.
Yeah.
For you. It's bad for me. She hates me.
Eh.
I'll tell you what, why don't I just hang on to the king for you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I guess I don't. Okay.
All right.
What's this egg thing about?
Come on, we're going to see Gloriosa.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up with the egg? Tell us about what's been going on. Fill us in.
Okay, well, you remember that person that did the thing that made me younger again when we all got old?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the crazy bog witch.
Yeah, this is the thing that she asked for.
That's all you had to do is get an egg.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
That's good to know.
Yeah, don't you still owe her something?
Yes.
Oh, right. Pound of flesh and all that. Well, I'm glad you got the egg and you'll be free of your debt. That's always good. We ended up going to the Shadowfell and being psychologically bombarded by our most horrible moments, dealing with all sorts of evil mutations and some such.
How did you manage to get to the Shadowfell?
Well, we killed somebody. I killed somebody. I
was going to say, that does sound like a Dalaran thing to do.
Yeah.
But I think we're all better people because of it.
No.
That's really wrong.
I point
I'm
at
sorry.
Merritt.
I'm sorry.
And I
Yeah, Merritt
point
left.
at you.
you started
I'm like,
running.
I'm a
again.
better person because of it, but I don't know about these guys. And better is all relative. So yeah, I guess we're gonna just tag along behind Merritt
So
while
at
he
this time,
runs to see
while you have
Gloriosa.
been talking, Merritt is gone.
Yeah, we're just.
He has been running as fast as he can.
That's cool. I think we're just leisurely strolling towards the Citadel behind him.
Run to the Citadel. It's not actually, he was in the Citadel when he dimension doored outside of this building.
Oh.
Which means
It's right there.
took you a short jaunt to get inside the doors. The doors are actually open, and there were people coming out. No familiar faces. These look like some of the more common folk that come and pray or give alms at the Citadel. And you run inside to this very beautiful temple, this large building. The first person you see is an old familiar face. Father Ramiel.
He's the guy I want to talk to.
You're running inside.
Yeah, I will go to him.
Young Master Merritt. As you run in, he...
Grandpa!
Well, welcome home.
Hey, it's great to see you again. It's been, I actually don't know how long it's been. It's been a long time, though. Great to see you. Glad, is Mom here?
I believe she's in her chambers.
Awesome! Okay, click.
There was an old man looking for you about a week ago.
A what?
An old man that was inquiring about you.
Here?
Here.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. He says as you run down the halls and up the stairs. You hit the stairs at full speed. You clippity-clop all the way up
3 steps at a time.
until you get to the chambers of Gloriosa Everlight, your mother.
I don't knock. I try to open the door.
It is locked.
And then I lean in. It's still locked, Mother!
You hear a pen clatter to the table, and some footsteps come towards the door in a rush. Just the door opens, and your mother, Gloriosa Everlight, is standing there. She looks down at you. Give me a perception check.
13.
13. She has tears in her eyes, and she has one of the biggest smiles you've seen in a long, long time. And when she smiles, her eyes smile. Her golden hair is draped down her back, and she's actually wearing her nighties, just her jammies. And she looks like she had just woken up. And she looks down, up. You're actually pretty tall. I always forget that even though you're 15, you're 6'3".
Somewhere in that range, yeah.
And she gives you the biggest motherly hug you've had in a long, long time.
This is way better
Oh,
than
my
the
dear
Delaran
sweet
hugs.
boy. Oh, my dear sweet child. And she's a little choked up while she's talking. Where have you been? Oh my boy.
We've been all over the place. We were in the Underdark. We were in the Shadowfell. We went down to Riverstorm. We came back from Riverstorm. It was been a busy one. Oh, where? How have you been? What's been happening here?
She just leaves. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I was like, and I'm having flashbacks from
She
Dad.
holds on to you tight. Real tight. She has a grip around you, and her head is resting just under your chin. You can feel the tears dripping down her cheeks onto you, onto your clothes.
I sent a letter a while back. I don't know if did it ever get here? And we might... I'm not really sure how long we've been gone, to be honest. And I bet things do weird time shiftinesses when you go to different dimensions, too. So, yeah. Is Andy around?
She lets you talk like Mara would talk, never stopping, until you finally do.
Okay.
And once there's a break, she's like, I've missed you so much. I've been trying to reach you for the past 2 weeks, ever since I heard about Riverstorm.
2 weeks since Riverstorm. Okay. No, yeah, Riverstorm was crazy. I mean, we got there, things went relatively well on the way down. We got... Hank was there, and then we're pretty sure he left again. We didn't really run into him. But then, all of a sudden, one of the former huntsmen assassinated the king just when these other tieflings decided to flood the whole town, which we somehow didn't end up dealing with, but instead we went into a tunnel that brought us to the Shadowfell. But that was a mistake because we weren't even trying to go there. But we were fine, mostly, except for Artegan, who left us. But we found him again.
Give me a perception check.
I see it. Wow.
That's a 20. You hear a slight sob of joy, not of pain, as she holds you even tighter. As you stop, finally, again. There's so much to talk about, Mara. Just let me hold you a little longer.
Okay.
Back to you guys. You walk in to the Citadel.
So how much gold was in the bag when I got it, by the way?
Jesus. I don't know. Let's see.
I'm going to say not a lot.
I had
Quite a bit of lot.
9 gold.
9?
No, that's not true. That's what I started with during creation. No, I did. I've got it somewhere. There's a whole list of gems and shit. And there actually was gold in there. I just don't know where it is.
Character sheet,
We'll have to do a couple of those inventory sheets again.
Yeah.
Did you make those?
Oh, here we go. This is what I had there.
One for each bag of holding.
Okay, so I had... Oh yeah, I had a potion of water breathing. I had a greater healing potion. I had...
Well, you've got it written down.
Yeah, I've got it written down.
And you have the bag.
Well,
Okay, well then there we go.
there's
gold?
the only difference that made, or the only thing that changed was the amount of gold in there.
I had
So
100 platinum pieces and 100 gold pieces. That's what it says.
Sounds
Oh,
about
shit.
right.
Okay.
You guys had about 1,000 gold after buying all your plate armor.
Well, now there's 2,309 gold in there, but
Whoa.
Extra?
1,000 of it, or 850 of it, is for Karina, and I don't think she grabbed it.
I mean, he doesn't know that. So is
Yeah,
that
but-
extra gold?
That's aside from
That's-
the 100 gold that I had.
No, that's not.
That's including the...
That's including the gold you had, so
Okay.
that's the grand total now.
Okay.
So you have your grand total.
Okay.
And there's a dead king in there. Just
Oh yeah,
hold
and
that
then
up.
I take the shield out,
Did
and then I got this.
So do you have both bags of holding at this point?
No, you have the other one, right?
I have the other one.
Okay.
But
Delaron
we
now
have any-
has-
That'd be great if I
One.
had two, and I was just like, what's it?
I have a list of some of the stuff that's in that one.
Okay.
That'd be awesome if I just threw them together.
So you now have the mayo bag.
I've got the mail bag. Oh, isn't there a thing too that makes water or whatever?
Oh, that's on me. I have that.
Okay, you've got that thing. All right.
There was a thing in there that made water.
Made mayo.
Now he has it.
I don't think I ever put it in there, actually.
No?
I've always had that on my character sheet.
Okay.
The alchemy jug.
Well, that would have come in handy.
You three walk into the Citadel. Give me a perception check. You're standing in the main chambers,
Perception check.
where there are a bunch of benches that line the walls all around.
17.
10.
14.
And you see, going down the main hallway straight back from the entrance, Father Ramiel just entering his chambers. You've actually been in his chambers before.
I
Both of
convalesced
you.
there. When I was all jacked up.
And you see him walking in just at that moment, and you hear the door click as you're walking in.
It's kind of ominous. Father.
He's already in his chambers. That's what I said.
I go knock on the door. Doop, doop, doop. Whatever.
So you hear some footsteps pad back to the door. Every third step is a loud thunk, as you would assume that's his walking stick that he's walking with. And the door opens. Click. Oh. Delaron Cooper.
I have something for you. I give him back the statue of Gramiel.
Give him back the large ruby statue of an angel.
Well, he told me it was Gramiel, right?
He just told you it was an angel.
Oh, I'm like, here. You let me borrow this for a little while. I appreciate it. I think I should return it to you now that I'm back.
It was a gift for you. You don't need to return it to me. I stand by my words when I gave it to you.
I also want to apologize. When you gave it to me, I was very rude. You wanted to tell me a story. If you still want to tell me that story, I'd be willing to listen to it now.
An old man in his mind, and you want me to remember a story I was going to tell you a long time ago.
It's fine if you don't remember it or whatever. You said it was about your namesake or something.
I have many stories about my namesake. It's no matter. That statue is a symbol of light and life. It's a symbol of what you can be, if you choose to.
Thank you. Was there anything I can do for you?
You can let me rest in peace.
Yeah, I had that thought. I'm sure Delaran does. Delaran thinks like, no. So I'm like, very well. Thank you for your hospitality.
Before you retire, 1 second, do you happen to know if there's a tomb, possibly a person named Madara?
How do you spell it?
Madbra, I believe. Madara?
It's nothing I've heard of.
Okay.
Do you know where it's supposed to be? Do you know the origins of the words?
No. Just curious if you've heard of it before.
I'm sorry, young Artegan. Did you find what you were looking for?
Not yet, but soon maybe.
Do you still hold on to hope?
That I do.
Very good. Have you been reading the book I've given you?
Yeah.
You find it helpful?
Sometimes, yes.
Are there any other books that you'd like to borrow? Have you read through it? I can trade it in.
Do you have a map detailed map of the area?
Of the area around here?
Yeah.
There's probably something in my collection. Come in, come in. He opens the door fully. I'm sorry, I've not met you. What is your name?
Garavan.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Old ears.
Garavan, sir.
It's good to meet you. He gives you the greeting of Paylor.
Oh, nice. Don't cry, man.
Yeah.
Come in, come in.
Are you sure? You asked to be left alone.
I'm gonna go sit and you can seek what you're looking for.
One other thing I was wondering about, is there a place where I can buy diamonds around here for spell components?
Diamonds?
You know of such a place, yes.
I would have to think on that. I'm sure there's probably some merchant that's peddling something around here. I wouldn't say they're the most sought after item right now in the middle of Glim. Food would be that. Come in, come in. I'm gonna go sit if you don't mind. He walks to the back of his small, narrow chambers. You all walk into his chambers. You can barely fit two people side by side. That's how narrow it is. Because the sides are being pressed in by bookshelves that line the walls completely. Every inch of wall is covered with bookshelves. There's books stuffed everywhere. Some are stacked up. Some are so tight you can barely pull them out. There's a lot of scrolls stuck in other shelves where there's little crannies here and there. He has a lot of little angel statues stacked up on all these shelves. Little trinkets, some are made out of marble, some are just simple wood.
So you were saying that Magnus has an army that he's bringing this way?
Yeah, we were at a town that was occupied, which was Karina's old hometown, and we saw an army of hobgoblins moving. It was led by Magnus, and they were moving towards the wall.
Good tacticians.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Magnus is coming across the wall. He was leading an army of hobgoblins. I think they were going to...
Are you sure on this?
Yes.
Then what are you doing here?
Well, I just got here.
We're getting ready to...
You need to go warn the guards. What are you... Just go.
He's probably right.
Okay.
Guards let him man.
I'm thinking they're most likely going to Woodhaven, but...
Wait, where am I from again?
You're from Meadowbrook.
Is it by Woodhaven?
It's about halfway in between, isn't it?
Oh, I have someplace I have to be then.
It's 100 miles from Woodhaven.
Still, but it's
Texas.
between here and where they're going to show up. So they'll show up there first, right?
There first. Woodhaven.
Yeah. And then where I'm from, and then...
If they were to come this way.
Yeah, I have someplace I have to be.
Where are you going?
I have to go home.
Okay. You can talk this over with everybody. We may be able to help you. You can't just leave this. We just got Artegan back. There's no...
I have to go pick up my family and bring them to the Citadel.
Great. This is great. Can we get married? Can we talk to Merritt about this? Can
Sure.
we...
I tell you what. I don't have a watch. There's no watches. I tell you what. I look up I look out a window at the sun. And
I'll watch.
Why don't
How
we
does this
spend
work?
an hour getting some supplies and getting ourselves together, and then we'll meet at the door of the Citadel. Because that's when I'm leaving.
Sure. I mean, I got basically everything I need right now.
How long will it take the army to cross?
How about we rest? Because, honestly, I'm still not feeling that great.
I mean, I'm hurt. I have like necrotic burns all over me and shit.
Right.
Like,
we need to rest.
Well, rest for an hour if that's what you choose to do.
That's all you're gonna rest. We need to
I am
sleep.
not going to rest.
We need to clean up. Wouldn't a nice bath feel good?
It's better if they don't recognize me.
What do you mean, recognize you?
Kieran, do you understand what I did and what people here think of me?
Shit, I wish I had that hat of disguising.
Okay, well, I'm going to go get some diamonds in case one of you dies. And then I'm going to get ready to leave.
Okay, just... We'll talk about this later. We don't have to make a
In
decision.
an hour, I leave.
Okay.
He walks out of the room. Where are you going?
I am going to find maybe a guard to the Citadel and ask for the Merchant Square. And say I need to buy some precious stones for spell components.
Okay.
I look at Artegan and I go, you may need to cut his leg off again.
I don't think you would appreciate that.
It won't be as easy this time, asshole.
You're not there.
Listen, we gotta convince him to rest. I'm so glad I'm seeing you again, but let's gather merit, find him, and we gotta stop Delaron before he makes a hasty decision again.
We should be able to either rest on the way to Meadowbrook, or we can rest in Meadowbrook. I don't think we'll beat the army there by a day for sure.
Out of game, I have 1 hit point right now.
Yeah, we all look horrible.
You aren't feeling your best. You're not in tip-top shape.
Father Ramiel.
You're still here.
Yeah.
I just came around to the fact.
You know what?
Should I go warn the guard?
Can you send someone? We gotta find Merit. I'm very tired right now.
He goes to the entrance of his chambers and he pulls this little rope that's up near his door twice. It snakes up through the ceiling. You don't see anything else or hear anything. I'll fetch someone to go warn the guard. Do what you must.
Thank you.
It was good seeing you again, Mr. Artegan.
Good to see you again, too.
I have been praying for your soul and that of the one you lost.
Have you seen Merit around here?
I saw Merritt go up to his mother's.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Oh, snap.
I've been here before. I was here before.
You stayed in her chambers.
Yeah, I know where this is.
You stayed in her chambers too.
I thought I stayed in Father Ramiel.
Artegan, let's go find Merit.
When she let you all sleep for the night,
Oh, all right.
she worked all night and let you stay in her chambers. It wasn't weird, guys.
That sounds weird as fuck. I don't know. I slept in your mom's bed.
Timestamp this one.
You both head up to Gloriosa Everlight's chambers. Merritt, you're still there. There's still plenty of time of things they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just holding on to you a little bit longer, in quiet unless you break the silence.
I gave her a good 11 seconds of silence. And
That's
then
a long time.
I started jibber-jabbing. At this point, it was like, well, and then we found this guy, Castian, and then his Ildrex, he was killed, but there was a mace, and that it was intelligent, and it took over Cooper's mind for a little bit, and we had to go, and we found this swamp witch named Mashira, who used to own Tia, but that's a separate story. We'll get to that later. And then just then, everyone got old. And so she had to fix that, and that's when we discovered Caravan was actually Vios. But that's also a different story. And so when we finally got and that's probably about when you guys
You
start
keep
knocking
going
on doors.
actually even longer than that. It's a lot of words. It's Merritt.
Mhm.
And she lets you go on and on. Eventually, she does interrupt though. Merritt.
Yeah.
She takes a big, deep breath.
Sorry,
and you
I
can
haven't
feel
had
her
many days
breathing
off.
in as she's holding you close. There's so much to talk about.
Mhm.
Did you want to talk now?
I'm trying. You keep interrupting me, Mom.
I mean about the letter.
The letter that I sent you? The one,
You feel her head shaking up
yeah.
and down.
the one where we're talking about real quick.
So while you're trying to recall,
So-
she says,
So the one about Jackson and Marianne and
I sent
Aaron
Anders to Riverstorm.
he probably won't be well received there. Uncle James is pretty mad at him.
I'm pretty mad at him. She finally lets go and has her hands on your shoulders in a motherly way. That letter that we wrote that over 10 years ago. He had no right to send that to you. He stole that from me. That letter was for when you were older.
Mom's gonna say
Interesting.
he's one of them.
I mean, it was a poor timing for sure to find all that stuff out in the middle of, you know, this prevent the end of the world thing. I'm not sure it would have been better if we waited until after. Most of that stuff, I feel like, I mean, could have... None of it's that big of a deal. For the most part, all you did was lie to cover up Aaron Anders' shady past. And that I can understand. I do that all the time. Just wait until my friends get up here. They're doused in shady past, and you just try to move forward with it.
How much did he tell you, Merritt?
And he told me about the fact that his brother chickened out and that the Tieflings and Dragonborn overthrew...
About you.
I mean, this was about months ago. What parts did he say? I think he said that he told me about Marianne Anders and Jackson Abris. We didn't really get time to go over pronunciations or anything like that. I learned.
Merritt, come in. You're still standing at the threshold of the door. She walks you inside and she shuts the door. And she goes and sits on the bed. There's one single chair there at her desk. And she motions for you to sit down.
Get the tail around. There's an
You
equipped
sit
for
down.
tails.
She bends close to you and she grabs your hands in her hands. There's something I need to tell you, Merritt. Something about you that I wasn't sure I'd ever be able to tell you. And I wasn't sure if you'd ever find out or not. But you are not... You are not a tiefling.
Oh, that's what you're nervous about? Yeah, figured that one out too. Well, I'm sorry for interrupting. If there's something you would like to say, please do so.
I'm
But know
just surprised that you know that.
Oh, it's been a very adventurous couple weeks, and I haven't had many days off to just sit around and wait. These things happening. I've been having visions of before I was me, which was interesting. Kind of a weird story. But if you had things that you wanted to say, I'm actively trying to stop interrupting.
She gives you a warm smile. I've been hiding you from the Council of 13, from the Inquisition. If they knew what you were, I fear the worst. And I don't trust them. And I've raised you as my son. You are my son. And she actually sheds a tear. I've been hiding you in plain sight. But I fear, with everything that's happened recently, they're on their way here, or I've heard they should be here in a week. And you can't stay. If they were to find out what you are, they might not understand you as I understand you. I can't lose you. Which means I have to let you go.
That's a fun little rhetorical device.
She's like full on streaming tears down her face now.
I'm trying to gallows humor my way out of it.
I've done as much research as I can. And as far as I know, Gaziel was a son of Asmodeus. Not even a son, but a part of Asmodeus. It was a long time ago, the War of the Gods and Asmodeus and the Devils, and he had taken a wound that never healed, and every day As he bleeds, those drops of blood turn into devils. I don't quite understand how it works. But as far as I can tell, that Gaziel is the blood of Asmodeus.
Uh-oh. That may complicate things.
I don't know what it means. I don't know what it will do. There's something else that I need to tell you. She reaches under her bed and pulls out a large white ivory staff with a golden sun topper. You've seen this staff before. It's actually her staff. And she's used it ever since you were little. And she's always used it in the healer's hall. She's used it to heal the townsfolk and the people around. Merritt, I'm not just losing my sight. I'm losing my power. I'm losing my connection to Paylor. I don't know what's going on. I haven't even been able to talk to him anymore. I want you to have this.
Your staff?
Your grandfather handed it down to me when I was a young girl, setting out to make my own way in this world. And that was cut short when I found you. At that point, I gave up my adventuring days. I decided to raise you instead. And now it's your time to set out into the world to make things right in the world.
Hold it for a minute. I'll do what I can.
You have amazing powers. You were such a natural growing up, and I have nothing but belief in who you are. At that point, you hear a dunk 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 on the door.
Who is it?
It's Girvan and Artegan.
I gotta make a check. Come in.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but Delaron's going to be making a hasty decision. We may need to cut a leg off. Figuratively.
What kind of hasty decision?
He wants to rush down to his home. Meadowbrook.
Understandably.
Yeah, right.
That's...
We gotta go find Delaron. He really wants to go back. We need to rest. I need to rest. I haven't healed from our battle. We've only been here for like 30 minutes or so.
Hopefully we should be able to get rejuvenated if we need to go there faster. I bet we could even get there faster via means of something here rather than just... What is he doing? Is he going to walk?
He's looking for supplies. He was talking about diamonds.
Diamonds?
I don't know what he needs diamonds for, but... Listen, it's Delaron.
They must be for the Nancy girl.
He's gonna...
She loves diamonds.
That's why I had to go home.
Listen, I don't know, but we gotta... I'm sorry to interrupt. Hi, Gloriosa.
Hi, Garavon.
Wish we had more time. Hopefully we do to talk, but we gotta stop Delaron before he goes off without us.
We're meeting at the front of the temple in an hour.
In an hour.
So that should give you enough time to catch up.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's probably... it's not ideal, but we can make that work. we probably shouldn't stick around here anyway. It's nice to be home, but we still have a lot of work to do, and we have. It would appear the invasion is beginning. By the way,
So her eyebrows
quickly overheard.
furl.
Yeah, Artegan.
What?
Says,
What are you talking about?
Well, I think we knew that somewhere near the end of Glim, that was our self-imposed timeline, and according to Artegan.
Who told you this?
Oh, well, I told Ramiel, and he went to get somebody, so it must have made its way up here. But yeah, I was over in, what was the place called? Greenhaven? And...
Which isn't on that map.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't see
what
it.
is it? No, okay, that's not it. I was in Greenhaven, and I saw Magnus. He was moving his army of hobgoblins across the wall.
You saw Magnus.
I did.
Then it's already begun.
I don't know where they're going. I don't know if they're going to Woodbury, Meadowbrook, here. They've already been to my hometown, so I assume they're not going there.
I thought we would have a little more time. And we didn't. I mean, you weren't able to procure any reinforcements, and Riverstorm was... This is the first time you've seen Gloriosa look a little lost. Look a little short on words.
Mm-hmm. The attack is happening in multiple locations when it happens. The reinforcements from Riverstorm are headed up to Castle Fulgrin. That was where the greatest need was determined to be.
If I sleep, I can teleport people from here to Riverstorm. I don't know how well received they will be, but it's a thing I
How
can
many
do.
people?
Many that can fit through in 6 seconds.
This town has over 15,000 people. She takes a deep breath. Well, I need to write some letters and clear my head. Don't leave just yet, Merritt. Please.
Okay.
I feel like I haven't had enough time with you. Find your friend. I can meet with everyone. Just give him that reason. Maybe that'll keep him here longer. I'll figure out what I'm going to say.
Okay.
I'd like to talk to Garavon.
I stand up, holding 2 staffs. I hand her my staff, which is definitely less ornate than hers. It's, just a plain brown wood, but it does have an orb on the end that I used to cast light on that portion of it.
Is it
Pretty
magic?
significant. Nope. It's the one I've just been using nonstop for.
Oh.
Which is why it didn't destroy it. It's about one of the few reasons that I still have it. Right.
So the staff she gave you, you'll need to attune to. However, you've grown up with her. You know its magical properties.
Yes.
You know everything about it because it's been something that you've had your eye on for years. Not take for yourself, but just as a wonderment. It is an amazing magical item. But, to give you the details, it is a +1 staff of healing. Again, the top is the symbol of Palor. It can be used as an arcane implement as well.
Nice.
It has 8 charges to start with. And anytime you use a healing spell or ability, you can reroll 1s on the dice.
Oh, sweet.
But it's a staff of healing. So you're going to have to look up those stats in the DM guide. I mean, I could tell you them, but it's just a lot of writing.
No, that's all right.
It'll be easier to read and write it down.
All right. I'll be back.
She hugs you before you leave. She actually catches you a little off guard as she does. She holds you tightly again for a good long 5 seconds of silence. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're being silent. She lets you go. Come in, Garavon.
Merritt, I'll find you and I cast Hunter's Mark on him. Go find Elrond. I'll catch up. This will be just a few minutes.
Okay. I say, I'll be back. And I brush invisible tea off my shoulder to stay in the room.
Nice move. Don't trust mom. Love it.
You what?
I don't trust Garavon.
He leaves Tia there. You think Garavon's gonna have some swank time with your mom?
What'd you do?
He leaves Tia there.
I leave Tia there.
Tia.
What did I say? Did I say something?
No, I just
said
didn't
it.
know what you said. I was like,
Leave
I thought
Tia.
you said tea.
Leave Tia there. Yeah.
Invisible T, go.
Yeah.
It was just awkward.
Don't worry, it's green
Tia,
tea,
you're
not long.
familiar. She is
Mhm.
invisible.
Yeah.
She's been with you this
She
whole
was kind
time.
of like nervously huddled into my neck most of the time.
Okay.
I mean, she's an
leave
imp. She does
Tia
not
there.
really feel all that comfortable here.
And you walk out of the room. Have a seat.
I sit on the bed.
She's on the bed. She points to the chair.
I sit on the chair. I sit on the bed and
Yeah,
I sit on the chair.
It's like I sit on her.
Oh, mom jokes.
Sorry, I'm just trying to collect myself. I've heard that you all have been you've been through a lot.
Probably way more than Merritt said to you. By the way, he's very strong, but he's very young. I'm worried for him.
I'm less worried for him after talking to him. He told me everything. Sounds like, at least. He's always been like that. Ever since he was young. He's just never stopped talking, honestly. Sometimes I would find it annoying, but not today.
Are you sure you still want him to go with us?
I do. I'm actually... I just wanted you here to thank you. I asked you to keep charge of my son, to make sure he came back okay. You did. He's back.
You realize he's different than he was, though.
In these times, no one can remain innocent forever. He's a child no longer. It's hard for me.
Yeah. Well, okay then. Is that all you wanted to say?
I just wanted to thank you, and I have something for you. In everything you've done for me, it's the least I could do. She walks over to her wardrobe. It's a very simple wooden wardrobe made out of old, aged wood. Opens it up, and sitting inside of the wardrobe is a beautiful bow.
With no string.
Yeah.
It is an amazing, immaculate, perfectly crafted bow. It's a jade green. It has some spiked edges here and there. The part that you grab onto, the handle, perfectly fits in your hand. You hold it up. She hands it to you. Its balance is amazing. This is something that we had taken off of one of the Dragonborn. It has some pretty magical properties.
Yeah, I lost mine. This is great. I'll pick it up.
You hold this bow and you feel its power surge through your hand. And you feel strong. You feel healthy, feel great. Even though you're sitting at 1 hit point, it's amazing. It's definitely magical.
Its name is drugs.
So she'll tell you. This bow, we believe, came from a general of Magnus's army. And normally, all the magical gear and all the equipment that we take off the enemies, the ones that did not survive, we're supposed to give to the high priest of the city for the city guard. But I thought of you, and I kept it.
Wow, this is amazing.
It's the least I could do.
Trust me, I don't deserve this, but never look a
You
gift
brought my
horse.
son back to me.
Unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna be leaving soon.
There's a lot to do.
I want to try to stay for as long as we can, though. We all need to rest, and not just our bodies, but we need to rest our minds. A lot of dark things came up in the Shadowfell. But anyway, I'm gonna slip out the door. I'm sorry to rush out, but
So, as you're leaving, she walks close and goes to hug you.
I just give her a pat on the shoulder. And
Give her the awkward pat, and she smiles, and she actually reaches around and grabs you. And she says, as she gets close to you, she says, "Thank you. I mean it, thank you."
You're welcome.
She'll let you go. Meet me back here. Actually, no, I gotta be working. Meet me in the healer's hall. When you come back, I'll be down there.
Will do.
And you leave.
And I run to where I feel Merritt's presence.
Which isn't actually very far away. You guys didn't get very far, and it wasn't a long conversation at all. They are on the first floor, just walking outside.
Well, that was a waste of Hunter's mark. But you never know.
And you run down and you catch up to them just outside of the Citadel.
Oh, I was gonna talk
Or-
to Grandpa Ramiel real quick.
Oh, he's stopping by Ramiel's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor guy.
He wants to
Wake
sleep
up!
so bad.
The door is open and you see him on his bed. He's now resting. Still sitting up, though. You look in. Come in, Merritt.
Hi. Sorry that I was rude before. I was pretty excited.
Oh, don't
Just
be
needed a
sorry.
minute.
Come in.
You were trying to tell me something about what it's like to feel so old or something.
I'm sorry. I don't remember that. I guess that's a part of being old. He gives a hearty chuckle.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe somebody... Oh, someone was looking for
there
me.
was an old man here looking for you. About a week ago.
Okay.
I don't remember his name. He was a dirty old man, kind of rugged.
Oh, no.
He had a dog with him.
Hank.
Dog Betsy? Hank and Betsy?
It might have been Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we traveled with them from Storm something to River Storm. It's been a strangely long time. I don't remember the name. Anyway, yeah, pretty good guy. Real friendly chap. Loves his dog.
Oh, man.
You know who else had a dog? We met these people from Abydos, Ziggy and Ravita, and they
Am
had
I there
this
yet?
huge
Am I there
red
yet?
dog.
Merritt.
Monty, maybe?
Merritt, hey.
And
Merritt.
Yeah.
Listen, we gotta go.
what did Hank want?
He asked that you come visit him when you stop. I wrote his address here somewhere.
Perfect.
I don't remember where, though.
That's fine. We're gonna be coming back. We can grab that.
Maybe I'll find it by then.
That's right. We have to go.
I'm doing everything in my power to prolong this stay, and you're kind of playing into Delaron's hands right now.
You stay here. I'll go get Delaron.
That also works. I'm just saying that we operate on a better schedule.
I just think he would have probably listened to you better than he would listen to me.
Yeah, I'm planning on it. Let's. I think
I said I'd meet you in an hour.
Yeah. Right here. We have an hour to get back here. He's coming back here. Right? That's like 48 minutes. I mean, I guess we could rush over to the front door if you'd like. Nice bow, by the way.
I'm sitting by the gate attuning to my shield, by the way.
Thanks, your mom gave it to me.
Oh, pretty cool. Do you want to check in on Artegan? Make sure he doesn't get lost too?
He's right there.
Yep. Right there by the door where we're supposed to meet in an hour.
I thought the gate was further on. Again, I don't, I'm just gonna go sit.
You want to get a corn dog or something?
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Oh. So you start resting. Delaron,
Yes.
give me an investigation check.
Okay.
This town in the city.
Roll a 1. I'm gonna spend an inspiration. I roll a 2. Okay.
This town is mostly filled with citadels. There are many different citadels of many different gods. It's one of the only towns in the world that hosts every religion under the sun. And you can practice any religion here as long as you obey the laws.
Who's the god of wealth?
The god of wealth at a 2?
I
It
don't know.
might have been Palor, you're not really sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it was Paler likes
Yeah, the
money.
sun is gold and...
Right, totally.
But
I mean-
you didn't... Ramiel didn't mention anything, Father Ramiel, when you asked about diamonds. If they were the god of wealth, then they're probably poor right now because...
I need food. Whatever.
So you're looking around
I'm gonna
the
ask
city
some
for a
guards,
while.
Hey, look. Do you know anything? I'll ask some. If I can find a shop, I'll ask a shopkeeper. Maybe I'll be. I can't be smarter about it, so no. That's what I do.
Yeah, I mean,
I bombed that roll, so I do that.
you walk around for a while. Are there any shops? That's a good question.
I find the shop that like robs the fuck out of you or something.
It's like a Bible gift shop.
Oh no!
It's like, oh, wow, that's an $11 bookmark.
But your money's going to Jesus. Like, oh.
Let's see what's around here. No. There's no shops besides a blacksmith that you stop
whatever.
by and ask if he has anything, but he doesn't have any gems right now.
I have a bunch of gems. I see the diamond. He has no diamonds.
He has no diamonds. You don't have any diamonds in your own gems?
No, I've got amber, chrysoberyl, coral, garnet, jade, jet, pearl, spiral, and tourmaline, but no diamond.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know where to get diamonds, huh? Well, there's one spell I can't cast.
There
Alright.
is one shop that you find in the merchants district of this city.
Okay.
And the merchants district, where normally it would be like the center point of the city where everyone come and trade, this is actually on the outskirts near the walls.
Okay.
It's a very small, shanty-looking shop with a large steepled roof that's crooked and almost falling off at the top. It has a hole on one of the sides. It's a red roof. You walk into this old wooden building, and there's this man sitting in one single stool in the very corner of the room, and the room lacks in furniture and items and almost anything. He's there with his leg crossed reading a book. With one hand, he's just flipping the pages with his thumb. When you walk in, he looks over the top of his book.
I'm looking for a place that sells diamonds
Diamonds.
or has them in trade for other precious stones. I need it for a spell component.
Ah. I haven't had many customers lately. There's not anything here that I know of. At least not in Oakdale. Sold my last wand maybe 2 weeks ago.
And you don't know if there's any diamonds in the whole town.
I don't know where there's any diamonds. I could maybe put out some requests and get back to you by tomorrow.
First thing?
When I open, you can come inquire again.
Alright. Sounds good. Thank you. Alright, I leave.
Close the door on your way out.
Yep, I lean it shut because it's ramshackle and crappy.
You lift it up over the little
Yep.
ledge that it's trying to hit against
Cool.
and push it shut. That's all your time spent out there searching, talking to different guards.
Okay.
But you don't find what you're looking for.
I call call Clyde to me. What's that?
Takes a minute. You sit
Yep.
down. Or is it
Maybe it's 10 minutes, I don't know.
did you lose Clyde? Like, did he die again?
He didn't die, but I didn't specifically take him with me. So, he might be in the
He
Shadowfell.
probably died.
I'm
in
sure
the
somebody ate him in the
Shadowfell.
Shadowfell. I call him back. Wazam.
It takes you the full casting time, the 10 minutes.
That's cool.
And he appears in front of you. This is the rest of your time out there, casting your ritual. And Clyde, now this giant black horse, stands in front of you as he breathes. Instead of a nice spray of mist because of the cold winter air, it's a dark cloud of smoke and soot
That's
that
my
comes
guy.
out of his nostrils.
Alright, I swing into the saddle.
And you do. You swing up into the saddle. It feels good to be on Clyde again. And as he moves
That's an
around,
easy song. Let's bring my head.
his hoof prints leave trails in the snow. Any area there was snow is melted away immediately. Some of it looks browned.
He's like charring the charred horse prints.
And you walk him back
Yep.
to the Citadel.
How far is it from here to where I was born? Or from my home? Is it like a day's travel, 2 days travel? What is it?
It is also approximately 100 miles.
Okay.
So I think you're in between Woodhaven and the wall.
Okay.
You are from Meadowbrook, so you
Right.
have Oakdale, Meadowbrook, Woodhaven.
Okay.
On the river in between the two.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know the fastest way to get there would obviously be by boat on the
Okay.
river.
Cool. So I'll meet these guys at this where I said I would meet them if the time is almost up.
By the time you get back, it'll be about an hour, maybe a little more.
I am gonna cast Aura of Vitality on myself too.
What does that do?
Does 2d6. It does some healing for me every round.
Okay.
Because I'm beat up. I have 33 out of 93 hit points, so I'm hurt. And Aura of Vitality. What's it do? Healing energy radiates from me in an aura within 30-foot radius. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with me, centered on me. I can use bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including me, to regain 2d6 hit points.
So you.
So me. Yep, that's all me. 2d6 times 10 on the way back while I'm
On
walking.
the way back. You tally that up.
Okay. So 8.
I'm attuned to my shield.
You're attuning to your shield, and you are
15.
Merit. Were you gonna rest? Didn't sound like you were rested.
So, I mean, casual
25.
conversation-wise, do you still have Hunter's Mark on me?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you've noticed that I'm no longer over by Father Brainial,
42.
and I'm probably not going to show up in time for this meeting.
50.
Okay, so I try to find him.
59.
You said you're going to nap.
Oh, yeah.
63.
Oh yeah, I was.
He does not have Hunter's Mark on you anymore. As soon as he actually closes his eyes, takes about 2 minutes, rolls over, and Artegan, he is now snoring. Merritt, you are off again.
Yep.
Where are you going?
I am off and looking for Andromeda, my little buddy.
Okay.
She's probably upstairs somewhere.
Andromeda. She is your...
Yeah, you retconned her age a little bit, but I believe she's I believe she's a 7-year-old drow girl. Goes by the name Andy.
That's what you would call her.
Mm-hmm. And she is She was adopted by Lodi Greyhand, the dwarven cleric of the Forge. So I go to find Andy Greyhand.
Andy Greyhand. You know where her room is. You knock on the door. You hear some loud footsteps. Chink.
Boo.
It's Lodi.
Sorry.
Not the same way.
Hi.
He looks at you. He
Nice to see you again, sir.
shakes his head a little. He's got his gray hair tied back in a bun on the back of his head. He's wearing his casual clothes right now. A lot of times you'd see him out and about with his armors on, ceremonial armors mostly. Merritt.
Hi. Great to see you.
Welcome back.
Hi. Is it Andy here?
You hear a little gleeful scream from the back of the room. He turns around and you see a little girl, a drow. Her face is charcoal black and her hair is pure silver. Come running up like a bolt of lightning. She shoots past his arm and throws herself at you. Jumps up and hugs you.
I let myself be fully tackled like she's a bear. Like
I mean,
she's
when
way
she-
too strong and big for me.
I mean, you have a strength of 8. She is pretty big for you.
Knock it off, Ryan.
She jumps up and grabs on and pushes you back a couple steps, and you lean back against the hallway wall. And she's like, Barrett!
Hey!
You're back!
Hi, you're huge!
She
Holy
laughs.
cow!
Where have
Dad's
you
been
been?
making you eat too much cheesecake. It's ridiculous. You're a monster. You're almost ready to come with us, I think, on these adventures.
We're gonna miss you.
She just holds on to you. Where have you been? Tell me everything.
Well, we're...
And we're going to interlude you telling
Okay.
her everything. We've already told Gloriosa most everything in-game, so...
Okay.
Merritt's gone.
That's probably good.
You wake up. You wake up
and then I
because
slit his
Delaron's
throat,
standing
and
right in
then-
front of you.
Yeah.
I'm on Clyde.
Well, he's in the Citadel.
Oh, we're in the Citadel.
Like in the front hall.
And you're on the house, the horse?
Then I'll just send someone in to get him. I'm not getting off the horse.
Okay. The first person you see is someone that was going in for alms.
Yeah.
They're
I'm
like shaking you awake.
Can I help you?
Someone out there, he asked for you. He
Yeah, okay.
asked for you in particular.
Okay. Do I see Artegan around?
He's sitting right next to you.
I think Delaron's here. Let's go.
Okay.
You guys walk outside and you see Delaron sitting on Clyde.
I look fresh and good.
Oh, you can roll hit dice.
Was I napping for that long?
Yeah, it's been
For an
a while.
hour. That's what I said. I'll be gone for an hour.
I wasn't napping for an hour though. It was like
Listen,
napping
Delaron,
for a half
just do
hour.
it. Just take
Man,
it.
you're looking
You're shooting yourself in the foot, dude.
you're looking a nightmare in the mouth right now.
Yeah.
You were 1 hit point. You were napping for an hour. It felt amazing. You could probably use about 30 more
Hours.
hours. That's what I meant. What'd you think?
Yeah.
I'll just take 11. I feel a little bit better now.
You had
fully-
your con mod in there too?
Oh shit.
Each time.
Each die. So many dice to draw?
So 3.
So add 3 more. Yeah. Okay, so I'm like, so
Whatever.
how long do you think it would take for Magnus to get to Meadowbrook? Meadowbrook? Yeah.
Well, I think Gloriosa mentioned that she thinks he's coming here.
But if you were to sweep through, if you were to swing low and kind of sweep up some of the outlying towns, how long would it take him?
Well, depends on how low he sweeps. If he goes Woodbury, then Meadowbrook, then here.
Woodhaven.
What did I say?
Yeah, Woodhaven.
You said Woodbury.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, fuck Woodbury.
Yeah. Woodhaven.
Yeah.
Woodhaven, Meadowbrook, then here. I mean, it depends on how long he stays in each settlement.
I probably won't be but an afternoon's work for him to wipe him off the map. So, I have to wait for at least a day. Because I have to inquire after some spell components that are necessary for us. Tomorrow morning I'll be ready to leave, but in the meantime I'm going to ride down to the docks and procure some, probably the fastest ship I can afford to get us there. Do you guys want to come with me, or do you want to continue to sleep in the entryway to the Citadel?
You're not going anywhere? This is what you're telling me? I'm sleeping.
You look like shit, by the way.
I feel like shit.
You should hang out here for a second, stand next to me.
It's probably over unless you cast it again.
I can guess again.
Okay.
I got an extra 3rd level slot. So I got my level done. Ready?
That was it?
That, and when I hit something, I rolled an extra d8 of damage.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah. So they're both good. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
So here we go. Add up how many times I roll.
1.
So it's 4, 12, 14, 8, 22, 6, 28. Where am I at?
5.
5. Okay. 28. 9 is 37. When you're full. Plus 9 is 46 more.
That's fine for right now.
Are you hurt?
Barely any.
46.
How much?
12.
Okay, so there's 6. Plus 4 is 10. Plus 7, so you're full.
You're telling me what my shield is.
Oh. You really want to know what
I
your
do.
shield is.
I just attuned to
You've
it.
taken an hour. You've attuned to your shield.
That's nice I waited the hour.
It is a +1 shield. I think I already told you that.
Yay.
Your shield is a +1 shield of luck. While attuned to this item, you gain a +1 to ability checks and saving throws.
Oh wow, it's like a shield of protection, basically.
That was close.
No.
That's it. You guys.
Hmm?
You are waiting till tomorrow. You're going to go to sleep.
I'm gonna run down to the
I'm
docks.
gonna attune to this bow
Okay.
as long as I'm feeling better.
Oh, you don't know what it does yet.
No?
I'll have to tell you. I might have to text you all the text.
So I love how like Artegan's shield's like, here, everybody, this is what it does, and it's like, oh, the secret bow.
Mm-hmm.
I like this bow.
You don't shoot arrows, you shoot shards.
Maybe
of
it speaks to
the
me.
ghost of the
No, it's
true
just a lot of
Garavan.
text. Alright, I'll tell you what it does. You attune to your bow. This is a dragon's bow. I don't think attuning to an item lets you know its property, right?
I think you
Like
do.
what it's made out of.
Oh, nah.
Probably not. It's a bow. However, it's a +1 bow.
No.
Give it back.
What?
Yep, and I take it from
No,
you.
it's mine. I can be disappointed.
My weapon's not even +1. So be cool, man.
Yes, it is.
Your sword of Anduril?
Your sword is a +1. I told you
The
that.
flaming sword?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it wasn't a +1.
I told you it's a +1 sword of flame.
Oh, okay.
Your dragon's bow.
Yeah, +1 bow. Oof.
It has the aspect of the dragon. Choose one. It refreshes every dawn. Dragon's Bite. You can make one additional attack on your turn.
Okay.
Dragon's Wings. You gain a flying speed of 80 feet until the end of your next turn, and you sprout large, magical, incorporeal dragon wings from your back. Dragon's Breath. You can breathe a cone of cold in a 30-foot cone. It deals damage to all creatures within range. They have to make a dexterity save of a DC 16. And the damage is a D8 for every 2 character levels. So at level 11 it would be 5d8. And Dragon's Presence. All creatures within 60 feet of you must make a DC 16 Wisdom save or be frightened for 1 minute.
Oh, shoot.
Now you can choose one every day.
Per day.
And it refreshes at dawn.
Cool.
That is the Dragon Bow. But I'll text that to you.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that was a lot that you didn't even write down.
Yeah, I got Dragon's Bow, Dragon's Bite.
There you go.
1 extra attack per day.
You're now a Bytor.
Yeah. Bytor and Snow Dog.
On its way. In your text. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do for the rest of the day?
Yeah, I want to go down to the docks and make sure that I can get a ship that'll be heading the way that we want to go tomorrow. And I want to see if I can rent a ship and a crew for a ride there and a ride back. Soups? Sorry. Yep.
Do you need more foam dice to play with?
Go ahead, man. It's not going to help.
Play with those instead.
Yeah, sure.
What are you putting on the ground?
There, whatever. Here. No, it fell on the ground. I picked it up. If I didn't want it, just throw it back.
So you want to go to the docks?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I have advantage on this.
Is anyone else going with him?
Nope.
I'll go with him.
All right.
Merritt, you are still with Andy?
Yep.
Thanks, Art.
We got
I knew I could count on you, buddy.
You can give me a perception check too, Artegan.
I got a 14.
I'm going to give you advantage.
I already have advantage.
Okay.
My shield with the one
I
eye
got
on
a
it.
12.
Is that the... What shield is that?
Sentinel shield.
Oh, yeah. That's not even an attunement item. It's a
No,
great
well,
shield.
I can use it.
With your rolls, that's good enough. You see, as you get to the docks, a lot of activity. However, where there would be fishing boats, where there would be civilian boats, there's not. There's no civilian ships in port. It's all military. There's a lot of soldiers running around. There are still dock hands and other people loading up these ships that are down there. But when you look on the ships, they're all occupied by the military.
Okay.
You could guess that you're not going to be able to conscript a ship, like a civilian ship, because there are none.
There's got to be a fishing vessel or something.
There are none.
No one's dry docked a boat?
Mm-mm. You see a smaller ship there. It might have been a fishing vessel at one point.
Sure.
It's being occupied by the military. They even have their banners up.
It's not a good place for me. I'm going to go to the quartermaster.
Alright, we're the nearest two that you can see, unless you want to do some investigation and look around for them.
Nah, I'll look for the nearest dockhand that looks important, basically.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, with your background, it doesn't take you too long to find someone that seems like they have some semblance of authority.
Mm-hmm.
It's this old, grizzled guy. He has a 5 o'clock shadow. His beard is gray, or what whiskers are there. He has these deep wrinkles in his head. He has shorter hair, white. What can I help you with?
I need to know if you have any ships that are sailing south along the waterway.
We're all going to be sailing south soon.
You guys intercepting Magnus?
Or so I've heard. I've just been alerted that we're moving south.
Do you know where
The whole army.
Do you know where Meadowbrook is?
Alright, it's on the way.
Is there any way that I can pay someone so that means my companions could sail and then hop off there?
It's gonna be a full crew. I'm sure you can find some room. It's not a very long trip.
No.
Take about a day to get there.
When are you leaving?
We leave at first light.
I think we're leaving first light too then.
Yep, sounds about right.
Be here at 0400.
400? That's 4 o'clock in the morning.
That sounds like first light. Maybe.
That means no diamonds. A couple more questions.
Also, it'll be a 5 gold ahead.
If I'm willing to pay more, would you be able to wait for a little bit?
There's no waiting.
Okay.
It's not even my boat.
Fair enough. Yeah, you guys are probably just conscripting the vessels for military duty. One last thing. Sometimes when you're in, you must have clerics or something to go with you to heal the soldiers and stuff like that during conflicts.
I'm not really sure. I'm not even gonna be going. I'm just getting it ready. Getting the crew together. Getting it loaded up with supplies.
What ship would we be on?
I'll find one. Find the best. There's most room. Does it really matter?
It kind of does. I'd like to speak to the officer in charge of the vessel before we leave.
That'd be up to them as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm telling Citadel and Cooper. He'll want to talk to me.
Mean something?
Yeah, it does. He might want to talk to me, even if it's just to yell at me.
Alright. I'll do what I can. I can't promise you anything. I might not even see them until tomorrow morning.
I mean, there's officers running around the docks, right?
They seem like they're too important for everyone else. At least from what I can tell.
Okay, thanks for your time. Can you take it in trade? I'll just give him a stone that I have that's worth 100 gold.
What is it?
Amber?
He holds it up to the light, to the sun. It shines through.
There's 4 of us, so...
He moves it around. He holds it real close to inspect it. He bites it. He takes his time.
There's 5 of us? Who? Fenner? Oh. There's 5 of us.
Fenner? He's disappeared a while ago. You didn't see where he went.
There's 4 of us. This will pay for all of us.
This is good. This is a good gem. This will be fine.
Okay.
Come back in the morning. Be early. Don't be late.
Right.
Some of these captains like to get going as soon as everyone's ready.
I understand. I'm going to look for an officer while we're there. After we're done talking to him, I'm just going to look for someone that looks like an officer. Or that has a good rank.
Go ahead and roll your intelligence.
I mean, I've been in the military. I imagine I know what rank looks like. I roll a flat 10.
Flat 10. I mean, it won't be hard to find an officer.
Right.
The question will be, do you want to find an officer?
I do want to find an officer.
Do you want them to know who you are? Because you know that what you did when you killed the slaves...
Right, it's horrible.
A, you broke international law.
Mm-hmm.
B, you basically deserted.
Mm-hmm.
C, you're a criminal at large, at least in the region where you committed the crime. Now, you do know this army, these armies, are not the army you fought with.
Right.
So it's a possibility that they won't bring charges.
Or they might not know. Well, they probably know the story.
A lot of people know the story.
All right. So, yeah, I want to find someone. If he figures out who I am, okay.
All right.
I'm not going to be like, hi, I'm that guy you're looking for.
Remember the Make Comey Famous thing a couple years back?
What's up?
Remember the Make Comey Famous movement from a couple of years back?
No.
Guys who committed war crimes in Africa.
Oh. Okay.
Kind of reminded me of Delaran.
That's horrible. maybe.
Anyways,
so I just want to find an officer.
Artegan, you're still with Delaran, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I'll stick around.
If it gets bad, I say we're going to go in the river.
If it goes bad, we can just go invisible.
There's that too. I missed having you around,
Everyone missed Artegan.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I go find an officer.
Alright. Give me an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. Roll a 9.
9.
Not good.
There are no officers out and about running the docks, running errands. You would assume,
Like
you
a
haven't
master
gone there
sergeant or
yet,
something.
but you'd assume that at least where they're staying or their temporary quarters, because this city is not a military city,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe they're staying with the town guard, but that's probably where the officers are.
I'm not going to town guard. I'm looking for a sergeant then, or a master sergeant, or some enlisted man that's high up in the ranks, but not an officer who's in charge of getting shit done. Someone who works for a living.
Okay. That was for about 30 minutes. You've been looking around,
Okay, I
just
mean,
walking the perimeters.
I have until 4 o'clock in the morning, so
Go ahead and give me another investigation check.
with advantage? Or not?
Perception check.
Perception is with advantage, yeah, okay. 5. It's bad. I'm not doing a good job. Okay, I don't find anybody.
The colors of this guard, and you know that this city's town guard, they wear pretty plain colors. They wear a pure white tabard because they don't want to offend any other religion.
Okay.
The military that has been conscripted here all wear the same colors, and nothing's really like standing out that identifies any one from the other. At least not right now. If they're not in their full armors, it's a little harder for you to tell. And people aren't armoring up and getting ready because they're not leaving yet. So you see a lot of soldiers, and you see a lot of men that you can just assume are soldiers.
Whatever. I've got us a way out. I go back to the Citadel.
Okay. That took another good 30 minutes. It's been about an hour since you two have left.
That's cool. Someone in the Citadel's got to have a Revivify Diamond. So I go there.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Gloriosa for help. That's my plan.
Okay. Merit. It had been about an hour.
Okay.
Do you spend the entire time with Andy? She talks just as much as you talk.
Yeah, that's
in
what
fact,
I'm
you have a
doing.
hard time getting the word in.
Okay, perfect.
Although
that's
I
why
will
I
not-
come here. I come here to just. I won't make you role play that, but yeah, that's part of why I come here, to be around someone gregarious and loquacious for a change, rather than someone smitey.
What's wrong with that?
This has been the best time you've had in a long, long time. The reunion you've needed.
Yeah, and be all sorts of recharged.
In your conversation with Andy, do you just stay in the hall? You go into her room?
Just probably in the living room. I'm sure Lodi's there too.
Yeah.
And we just talk, and we'll make some tea and eat some cookies. I'll introduce Andy to Tia. We'll talk about that. Talk about this lovely little young lady that I met named Nara, who reminded me so much of her.
You hear a little knock at the door while you're talking. And then Lodi gets up again, and he meanders to the door. Oh, come in. And you're looking over, you're trying to see what's going on because you're curious, and you see a little blonde-haired boy. Little human. He runs in. He's like, is Andy here? And you see Andy's face light up.
Oh, she's got. I'm going to check my notes.
You've
see if
never
I remember.
seen this kid
This one
before.
hasn't been here before? Or wasn't before? Okay.
He didn't grow up here with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new face.
Nice.
But he's a little boy, probably about 9. And Lodi's like, oh, come in, William. William! He points to you, Merritt. I'd like you to meet one of the fine children that grew up here into a great man. Merritt Everland. And William's like, oh, hi. Hi, Andy. And she
Pleased to meet you, young man.
looks at him and give me a perception check. That's a 17.
Yeah.
Minus
So-
1?
No, +3.
Oh, plus 3. Her face blushes slightly. Her dark charcoal face. You can see it just ever so slightly turn color. And she giggles. She's like, Mary, do you want to come play with us?
That sounds wonderful. I think I have some things I need to take care of. But you guys should definitely go play.
Okay. And as you say that, she's already hopping over the back of the couch. And she grabs William by the hand. She's like, I want to show you something. And she drags him back to where they go play.
Nice. Perfect.
Lodi, he shakes his head. He's like, that's going to be trouble here in a while.
I imagine so. I wish you the best of luck with it, sir.
Well, I wish you the same.
Um,
Is there anything I can do for you?
actually there is. I was wondering if you could hold on to something for me, at least until the time feels right, by your own decisions. And I reach into my pocket, and from when we rescued Enduro, one of the things that we grabbed was a silver necklace with a gemstone pendant valued at 250 gold. I pull that out, and I say, when she's ready for it, let Andromeda have this. I think it would be a nice way to perhaps remember me by, if nothing else. Hopefully it
So he
brings her
holds it in his hand. You've known Lodi your whole life, and he's actually very adept with jewelry and gems and metals.
Mhm.
And he's always been the one that the Citadel has gone to appraise different items of this nature. And he holds it in his hand. He's like, this is beautiful. Where'd you find it? I haven't seen this kind of make in a long time.
Remember that when I was saying we were in that bubble dimension off of the side of the Shadowfell? It was in there. It was...
You've told me about it, but
Yeah.
I don't really know where that's at.
Well, I mean, the Shadowfell is like the weird dark echo of where we are.
His face
And
is
then-
very expressive, and each time you're saying these words, it's like you're speaking a different language. You can just tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Confused.
Anyway, it was pretty far away. But yeah, when we rescued an angel, and that was...
He
Part
smiles,
of
but he
it,
still
I
looks slightly confused.
It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I know. So everything seems a little strange. But yeah, that's the short version. You probably don't want to hear any other details of it. This is going to sound weird, and I hope it doesn't strike you as awkward. Life has been very kind to me lately as far as fortunes are concerned, and I would like to make sure that you and Andromeda and the others who have the children here are all taken care of. How are things
Doing very well
financially
for
here?
itself. We have.
Are they providing for you as well?
Oh, your mother she is an amazing woman,
Of course.
and she provides for all of us here, more than we need. I am going to be leaving again soon. I'm on another mission down south. We go into Gyaldin, actually.
Wow. Okay.
But I will make sure to let everyone know to give this to Andromeda,
Perfect.
whether I'm here or not.
Please. Do you know much about magical implements as well? Or is it more just the mundane
Yeah.
things?
A little bit.
It struck me while you were looking at that, and so I start reaching through my bags. I was like, actually, I don't have it on me. Probably be difficult to describe. Maybe if you're still around when, after I can gather it, I found this orb a while back that had some crazy, dark, magical, soul-sucking properties to it that I was not prepared to really fiddle around with, so I was hoping to pass it over to some experts. But I left it in the bags with, I believe that one's, I don't know who that one's with.
It's very wise that you wouldn't want to play with that. Bring it to me and I'll have a look at it.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sounds like an orb.
I wish, it was one that Trollguff had.
That's not my dad.
No, I think it was over with
I'll
Garavon.
be here for another few days.
Oh, perfect. I think we're leaving, like an hour ago. I should probably go find everyone.
That's fine.
Crap. Yeah.
Like an hour ago.
Well, you take care of
Okay.
yourself, man.
Yeah, hopefully this isn't the end of that conversation.
He holds
Good
out
luck.
his big hand, which, even though he's shorter than you by far, his hand is still a little bigger than yours. Shakes it heartily. We'll be talking again.
Perfect.
And you head out. As you're heading out, you see Father Ramiel walking up the hall, just down from his chambers. He's like, young Master Marin. I've taken my time and I remembered where I put that address.
Perfect.
This is from Hank. It even has his name right there.
Hank. Good old Hank. Well, thank you for...
He said that if you had come by to stop by for a visit.
That would be great. You want to come?
I fear my old bones wouldn't make the journey very well.
Oh, we can get you a carriage.
Thank you, Marin, but no thanks.
Okay,
I'm gonna go rest again.
fair enough. I kind of make eye contact with him and then look over at the staff I'm holding. And then I make eye contact with him and I look over at the staff that I'm holding. Eh?
That is a very precious item, and it's about time that we put to use out there in the world.
It's pretty exciting. It's weird. I've been looking at this thing since I couldn't get my hands around it.
You are your mother's son.
That is how it usually works.
He smiles. I should be getting rested now. You
Okay. Yeah.
go join your friends. I think I saw them out in the front hall.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Can I help you to your room?
Sure. Yeah. You guys see Merritt walking down the hall with Father Ramiel, helping him into his room until he comes out and rejoins you.
You're
Hi.
late. We're all here though. Must be just in time.
Are we back?
You're
Oh,
all
we're back. Okay.
Oh, everyone
So,
go.
like, clap
So
up,
we're
clap,
just
clap,
waiting for
clap,
the little
clap,
fella.
clap.
I look over at you.
I don't know where he went. Did you see where he went?
Is that a problem, or are you
Mer-
just kind of people just disappearing all the time?
Listen, I need to get my hands on an item that hopefully one of your friends here at the Citadel can help me procure. I need a diamond worth 300 gold pieces in case one of you die.
Oh. In case one of us dies?
It allows me to bring you back to life within the first minute after you expire. But I can't find one in the city anywhere, and the passage that I've booked for us is tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm hoping that someone that you know here who can also cast the spell would have an extra component that I could pay an exorbitant price for.
Well. Yeah. I think I know of at least one place that we could get that, but let's check around. So I'm glad we're not leaving an hour ago. I'm not late. But we should. Yeah, I know of one other person that we could ask. Every now and then, those things come up. I wonder. Actually, hey, we could just head back over to Lodi Greyhand. He's really good with gems and whatnot. And
Okay.
do you have the crazy soul orb in your bag? Here, I'll go like this, and I put my hand in it, and I think about the crazy soul orb. Does it come out?
It does.
Yeah,
This
this
is
guy.
Trogoff's orb.
Yeah.
You never saw it working. No, I take that back. But from a distance, so you didn't see how it worked. However, you did at one point spend your time to attune to it, to know its properties. And you know that it works with blood magic, not soul magic. Trogoff was a blood mage.
Gross. Fair enough.
Hemomancy.
You also know that the orb, it can track and scry anyone whose blood you have.
Oh, God.
But to power the orb, you need someone's blood that died.
Wait, so you can scry or track on anyone who's dead?
No. You need dead blood to fuel the orb.
So you need dead blood to fuel,
You need a
And
sacrifice
other
to
blood
fuel the orb.
to spy. Gotcha.
But once you have that person's blood, as long as the orb is working, you can scry on them anywhere, anytime.
Okay.
As long as you can fuel the orb. Which Trogoff had a endless supply of
Slaves.
newly
And
fresh
people.
dead people.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that's darker than I remember. Here, first, Tia.
She's like, she pops into appearance.
They,
Yes.
the diamond that you got from Endural's chamber, can I see that real quick?
There's a
It's called
long
giant diamond.
hesitation.
I will
She-
give you something even prettier.
Pulls it out of nowhere. Thump, and it just appears.
Like
As
that?
if she had it hidden in a pocket dimension.
I mean, will that work?
It's much more valuable than 300 gold.
Like that. That'll
Hmm.
work. That'll bring someone back to life.
What,
Are you sure, Merritt? There's nothing else I could give. Maybe thump, a water canteen appears.
that's close.
I'm like,
What, baby, what
click.
What do you... So, do you have any other diamonds?
So you see a little tiny diamond necklace thump, appear. It has all these little tiny diamonds on it.
Is it worth 300 gold? Are the diamonds?
You
Worth
need
300
a
gold?
single diamond worth 300 gold.
I
It
don't
wouldn't
think
work
so.
for you.
It's diamonds. But if it's not worth 300 gold, then.
She looks a little worried that you keep asking her these questions, and each time she's like,
We
Sure.
are a team, and I would never steal from you.
Merritt, I would never steal from you either.
I believe you. I just want you to know that anything you show me is still yours, and you can contribute as
It
much as you...
disappears.
It says diamonds worth 300 GP.
Oh, then it
which
would
the
work.
spell consumes.
Hmm.
So the necklace would work. Alright.
All right. How about...
That's 2 lives.
Can
I say
I...
2 lives.
Can I trade you for...
She holds the
that-
necklace close.
For the necklace. How about the necklace instead of the great big diamond?
I say to you,
I took this from Mashira.
someday, if Merritt dies, I can use that to bring him back to life.
Well, here, how about this? You can hold on to it.
She
Because-
hovers up in the air off her shoulder and
Because
starts fading backwards.
Please don't leave yet.
She stops.
You can be the bearer of the diamonds. Anytime I find diamonds, you can hold them. But should Mr. Cooper over here need diamonds to do some emergency magic on us, including myself, I would appreciate it if you provided those diamonds.
Do I have to get rid of the necklace?
No. This,
Can I keep the necklace?
I think so.
It means something to me.
Well, then I would request that the other diamond be the one that I use.
Let's also, we can ask around and we're going to look
You
for
can't
other
request
diamonds.
it from me.
And we're going to,
So here's the thing.
all the diamonds we find, you can hold them until they're needed for this purpose.
But when I ask for it, she must give it to me.
Her little
When-
brows furrow. And she's in her more celestial form, not the true angel, the rings and the rings.
Mm-hmm.
But she has a very smooth face with thick eyebrows and no eyes. But her eyebrows are very expressive.
So
They're
here's the
almost
question.
metallic looking.
If you go down, does she disappear? Because she can't give us a diamond if she's not around.
I don't think so.
If you go down, does she disappear? Probably.
So
Does that work?
there's a
You
hole
don't
in your
know.
plan.
Don't let me get hit, Mr. You always get hit anyway. We both know how that's going to work. I'm going to
She
bring you
looks
back.
at you. She's like, "You can have this one." And she holds up the big diamond, which is way more valuable than the
I'm
necklace.
not. I'm like, yes, take
Okay,
the diamond.
we'll start there. I won't ask for that necklace again. I promise.
You just want the diamond.
I'm going for the big one. I'm going
She
to.
drops it.
I'll try and grab it.
Are you being weird?
Roll a dexterity save.
Okay. 20.
20. You can catch it.
So, whoosh. Thank you. I put it in the bag holding. Whoop.
Well, that's
Now-
I was going to let it break. Then you have more diamonds.
Diamonds don't break.
I was actually going to recommend we go sell that one and buy a bunch of littler ones.
I'm cool with that.
But
Maybe loading.
Have to find them.
Loading something or other.
You wouldn't know that.
He's just told us.
Did you?
Hey, so we'll go see Lodi or whatever.
well, I was going to see if Lodi had anything like that.
Gotcha. I didn't know you told them that. I was like, you
Yeah.
don't know that.
I was just kind of mumbling,
So
like trying to think. What if
I'm like,
I
loading?
told?
Lode, whatever
Lodi?
his name is, Lodi. Yeah, but does he have a
He's
way to get
he's
his hands
really.
on some stuff?
I bet even if he doesn't have anything, I bet he would know if there's anything in the whole city.
Well, let's go ask him.
Okay.
So you go back to Lodi's,
It's better
show
to
him the diamond, and he takes it out, and he pulls out from his little side pouch this monocle that fits over his ear and his eye, so it just stays on there. And he moves it around. The diamond, to little Tia, is like a big giant football, but she's very small.
Sure.
So the diamond is the size of a baseball.
Oh,
still
Jesus.
fucking huge.
Huge. And I don't even think I gave you a value for it.
No, you just I wrote
Lodi-
literally giant diamond.
Holds it in his hand. He turns it 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Well, it's not cut, but this is a very, very valuable piece. I could split it up for you if you want, if that's what you're looking for.
I need the smaller diamonds that are rendered to be worth no less than 300 gold pieces, so I can use them to revivify my companions in case they die.
Well, in that case, you could just shatter it and just each time you use that spell, I know this spell, it'll just consume that amount.
Sure.
The diamonds don't have to be worth 300 gold. Maybe worth a little less.
Sure. Whatever. Can you break it up for us?
I can do that.
What do you
It
want?
won't be right away. I don't want anything for it. Barrett is a child of the Citadel. I'll do it for free.
We need to leave by 4 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Then I better get to work.
Thank you.
Come back in an hour. That should be done.
Okay.
I wonder how many lives that chunk of rock will buy.
I don't know.
So, until it's time for us to go and get it, I need to kind of lay low. It's occurred to me that the city is teeming with military, and while this isn't necessarily the military that I served, they might not. They might want to do their comrades in arms a favor and pick me up. So, I'm going to stay away from the guardhouses.
And I'm going to go back to the Citadel of the Sun and wait until the diamonds are ready.
You are in the Citadel.
He's in the Citadel of the Sun.
He is one of the members of the Citadel.
Wait, what I meant was, I don't think I'm going anywhere until it's time to leave tomorrow. And even then, maybe you should do the speaking, or someone else should do the speaking with the dock crew. And I'm going to keep my cloak up because I don't want to necessarily be apprehended by the officers.
Okay. Yeah, let me know if you're getting any weird vibes. I'm pretty sure I can keep the eyes off of you. It's weird, though. Just see you all twitchy. Not really like this.
No, usually I don't care.
Yeah.
But there's stuff that we have to get done, and I can't be rested before that happens.
Fair enough. Okay. So, aren't we supposed to meet with my mom soon?
Like an hour ago.
Sure. Let's go.
She'll get it. Healer's Hall. That's where she is.
You've been there once. That's where you first met her.
Yeah. That's where you cut off legs.
You weren't there for that.
I probably told him about it, though.
I'm sure I heard about it.
Speaking of which, Art, come here for a minute. I have something you might want. I have an extra sword that I'm not using.
Yeah.
I have a sword that I'm not using that maybe you can use the blade or something. Upgrade your sword with some of the magical components. I don't know. Anyways, it's a sword of wounding +1.
Thank you.
I don't let go right away. I hang on to it when you grab it, and I say it's only fitting because it was made from the blood that was spilt from the stumps of my legs. And then I let go.
I don't know if I want to use this now.
Do you know he was the one that cut off your leg?
Yeah, I know he cut my leg off.
You've always blamed Garavon.
For cutting it off, really?
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense, but we
No
kind of
one
let it happen.
ever
All right.
told you.
No one told me you cut my leg off?
I don't
You
think so.
always just assumed it was Garavon. There's a few times you even mentioned, like, I think it was him.
Alright, never mind then. I just give it to you.
Okay.
I don't say anything about where it came from. I'm just like, here, it's the sword of wounding for my legs. It's good. But it's +1 sword of wounding, and it's a good weapon. It served me well, but an angel gave me his sword, so I feel like I should probably use that instead.
And you guys have a lot to catch up on,
Yeah.
obviously.
We also got some other stuff, I say, while we're walking. That's in the bag. There's a red amulet that's this dragon without any legs that helps you feel stronger. Amulet of health of some kind. And there's this wondrous angelic figurine that I don't know exactly what it does. And this cool topaz gem that's got like stormlight inside it. That one's pretty neat. There's this cloak that has like wings on it. That's bright yellow. And
I'm gonna
there's this rod.
mend that one a little. The
Okay.
cloak, it's bright blue,
Bright blue.
not bright yellow.
It's still bright. Awesome. Cloak of flying.
Blue.
It's bleh.
Blue. Yeah, so I'm just talking about all the stuff that's in there. I do have some of the list of the bag of holding.
You guys are
We're gonna have
chock
to
full of
combine.
magical items, is
Yeah.
what he's saying.
We got lots of stuff.
You can all decide on the items you want to attune to you.
What's the amulet of health all about?
It looks kind of like a dragon, but without any legs.
Isn't it just an amulet of health?
Yeah, I think so.
What's it do for you?
I don't know. I just gave it to you.
Amulet of...
You want me to look it up?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll look it up. You're probably going to find it before me, even though you asked.
I don't know. It's possible.
I mean, I got my Clylyre, I got this shield. I'm debating on if I want to use the Sword of Wounding yet, because
If you don't
Need
want
the
it, I'll take it
maximum.
back.
Yeah, I'm chock full of stuff right now.
Oh, it makes your constitution 19.
That's
damn.
nice.
We're like, here, everyone. No.
Right? I'm like, oh man, I might give up one of my items of protection for that.
This guy is the one that needs the most health. He's got only a 12 modifier.
That'll be
Or
alright.
12.
It's true.
You say that in game.
No.
You look like you
You look like the
are not very
weakest.
hard. That's what you're saying. You look like the
I
weakest.
can
You need to
actually,
be healthier.
that'd be. I got this shadow armor right now that gives me +2 to AC, and I get this shadow jump.
How many magic items do you have attuned to?
3
Mm-hmm.
bracers of archery, the shadow armor, and now this bow.
Mm-hmm. I also have 3 things, so I have to pick one.
So, do you think this would? Oh,
Are you sure the armor's attunement? Most armors
I don't know.
aren't attunement.
Well, it's the shadow armor.
It depends.
I don't know. You gave it to me.
Pretty sure most armors aren't attuned.
Okay.
I would assume.
Well, then
Let
yeah.
me
I
look it
can-
up.
Yeah, you should look it up.
In the book, though, I don't think any armor is attuned.
Even shadow jumping armor.
I don't
Yeah,
think that
something
it's
new.
a actual thing.
No, I made that one up.
Yeah, so it's up
But
to
I
you.
just think most armors are not attunement. Yeah, even like the legendary +3 is not attunement.
Okay.
Regular
Well,
plus armor
then-
isn't, but sometimes it
Yeah,
can
I
be
have
used for things that
room
might be-
for this. Dragon, can I see that?
Yeah,
Hear
it's
it?
not. It's
Okay.
I mean, it's in the bag you're holding.
I mean, here we go.
Right.
Ooh. And I attune to it.
Sad.
What is it? Just a health amulet?
Amulet of Health.
It means you are a massive sack of hit points now.
It means your con went from a 12 to a 19. So instead of a +1, it's a +4.
Yep. So you got +3 more hit points. So you just got 33 hit points.
You gain 33 hit points. Max. That puts you at like 100-ish?
Yeah, that puts me over 100.
That'll be over.
That'd be putting me at, yeah,
Josh.
103.
Oh,
Put that down.
sorry. I'm
Well,
so
93,
fidgety.
103, 113.
113. You just gained barbarian level hit points.
Yep.
I feel the power surging through me again.
Give me a perception check. Merritt.
14.
See that look again. The power look. The look of when he plugged an arrow
Yeah.
through the merchant's head
All
look.
you have to do is tell me.
Yeah, he
Those
just
hit points
shifts.
out.
Yeah, shifts to the bow.
Yeah.
Am I able to...
great in my life.
Can I sell the scale and the chainmail that I have on me?
Okay.
It's a good feeling.
For, I think it's like half cost.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep, just go sell it. I'm not going to make you roleplay it.
Better than when I was a vessel for God.
Whoa. Maybe you should take a deep breath there, friend.
Oh no, we're not going down that path again.
Okay, that's good. I don't want to have to drag you naked behind a cart again.
Wait, what?
Oh
It's
yes, Artegan, you've missed so much.
Okay.
Yeah. Which we haven't really talked about yet. As we're almost to the thing. We kind of had a plan, and we were a thing, and then it sounds like you weren't actually kidnapped, but you just abandoned us. Seem like an accurate description of what happened.
I'll say I had conflicting things, and I had to make a choice.
What was the choice?
Either follow my dead fiance's sister and make sure that she's safe, or go back down to the Underdark with you guys.
Oh. So your dead fiance's sister, she was from Riverstorm?
No, she was from Greenhaven.
Greenhaven? Oh.
We know her.
And she's the one that was
Wants to kill me.
an able adventurer from the Huntsman who got all the way down to Riverstorm by herself, right?
Wants to kill me.
And she was going to the town occupied by Magnus, yes.
Okay. Gotcha. So it was the journey with her that you were trying to...
So you left us. Wait a minute. You left us for someone who wants to kill one of your adventuring companions, who seems like she was okay on her own, and you let us go into the Underdark possibly to die by ourselves.
I thought we were, as a group, trying to stop this Mr. Monroe.
Well, we are. However, I was going...
I'm like making the
You're like,
list, thinking about it.
Listen, what we went through without Artegan was hell that I probably wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. And obviously, Artegan is not our enemy. I'm glad he didn't have to go through what we did.
Give me an intelligence check, Delaron. You're semi-smart, right?
7
Semi-smart.
worth of semi-smart.
Yeah, I shouldn't even have made you roll. 7.
Okay, all right.
That's still enough, because the last time you saw Artegan, the time he didn't show up, was when they came back down to save you from the Underdark. Artegan wasn't there.
Wait a minute. You left me to die in the Underdark.
Again, woe Delaron. What we went through was hell.
I just pushed you out of the way.
Merritt,
Listen, I walk over to you.
Atonement is worthwhile, son.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm tired. And that's good for you. Because I kind of half contemplated smite punching your teeth out and then calling it a day. But here's the thing. It's been rocky up to this point, and it's going to get worse. And we need to know that we can trust each other through some hard shit up ahead. So we have to right now, right here, decide that the 4 of us are going to see this thing through together, or I don't want you riding with me on that boat 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Okay? If some skirt that has some connection to your dead whoever shows up and says, "Oh, Artegan, I need your help," you need to tell her to fuck off, because we have a job to do. Right? Our job is to find Magnus, stop him from putting anybody else through the hell that he put you through, and making him pay for his fucking crimes. And if we can bring your fiancé back in the gambit, hey, I'm all good for that. I will try to help you get that done. But in my mind, that's what we're doing together. And if we're not together on that 100%, then don't fucking show up in the morning.
I could also turn that around and say I was the one who saw Magnus, and you guys were in the Shadowfell. How was that going against Magnus?
as well, your actions.
Okay, I just might punch him in the face.
Can I jump in front of it?
Well, it's Delaron, and you all have seen this before. You've been privy to being on the receiving end. So you can all roll your initiative. Artegan, you haven't seen this side of Delaron yet.
I have advantage.
I have advantage too.
So you're surprised.
And I got a 20.
But you know who's not surprised?
Garivon.
Garivon.
What's up? I shake my head and they're like, "Oh shit!" And Garivon's gonna get in the way because I'm like winding up for it.
What's your initiative?
12. Like, I was fighting Merrick. 20. What did you do all this time?
Damn.
I was stopping. I sort of instigated this. I was applying by starting this. So he kind of deserves it.
What's your initiative, Artegan?
17 or 19.
You spend your action clearing surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Garivon, you see the fist clench.
Yeah, you're on the side where it's like...
I jump in front of him.
You jump in front of Delaron.
As he's punching, so I'll absorb the punch.
Is that a good idea?
Yes, it is.
But it's more of a hook than a jab, so it goes around.
I mean, I can just move around you.
He's gonna punch Artegan. That means he's gonna take his full turn. You're gonna have to stop him. You can't just take the punch.
You can grapple me and move me away. You can attempt to shove me out of the way.
You've tried all this before. It never works.
Ensnaring strike.
And I'm standing next to Art.
You're pulling on the bow on him?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, I figure we're all kind of standing together.
You're kind of clumped up.
Yeah, we're gonna
So if you pull
follow
the bow, you're shooting me point blank, which gives you disadvantage. If you attempt to move away, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Is there a shadow around?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I'm gonna shadow jump.
So he's like, I'm like, and then Garavan's like, whoop, he's gone.
And
What do you think?
give me a perception.
And Merritt feels guilty.
Perception 15.
You see where he went. He's not trying to hide.
Nope.
That's cool. I don't even care what he's doing. I'm like, cool.
And I'm gonna.
He pulls out the bow and aims it at you.
And I do ensnaring strike.
Okay.
You gonna say anything?
No, I'm just gonna wrap him up
You're
quick.
just like, you shoot me with an arrow.
You're gonna smite punch him. Who cares?
That's fair.
This is the part of the game I love. I don't have to do anything.
All right, so
You're gonna hit me.
yep, I got a 17.
17 hits. That's 17 plus enough
A
to make
lot.
it 22. Yeah,
Right.
22 is my AC.
And
So swarf.
so I don't know what's the damage on that.
There's
Well,
a
it's your
save.
bow damage.
So
Your
8
bow
plus
is a
whatever.
D8.
D8.
Plus a D8 because he's wounded.
Yep.
I'm not wounded.
You're not at
Healed
all
myself.
hurt?
No, heal
Oh,
myself.
okay. So just a D8.
4
Plus 5.
So that's 9.
plus
Plus
2
he's
more.
a humanoid, so that's 4 more.
13,
Plus 2 more because of your bracers.
15,
Plus
plus
1.
1 for the bow. 16.
Plus ensnaring strike. Roll a save. Delaron.
I'll change this. Yep. What kind of save is it again?
I think it's a
strength.
waste. Is it strength?
Yeah.
Okay. 28. Fuck you. Damn. I'm just like, snap. I flex. I'm like, whoosh, break the vines.
Yeah, the vines don't catch. You still have another shot if you want.
Yep, we're gonna do that again.
You can only ensnare
Yeah, you can't ensnare him again. But you
Oh,
can shoot
shit.
him again.
No, I don't want
Say
to.
something.
Keep shooting me if you want to. So you shot me.
Okay.
Vines wrap around me. I give you an evil look. I snap the vines. Art is probably like, what the shit? And then,
Do you want to shoot him again?
Can I do wind wall? Or does it have to be the same
Can't use
strike?
another
Probably
spell.
an
Yeah.
you can shoot me again,
Alright.
though. You don't have. Do you still have advantage? Oh, you have advantage until I go, right? You have advantage as long as you act before me. Is that how it works?
Mm-hmm.
On his first attack.
Okay, so that was it. So yeah, shoot me again. See what happens.
I just yell, stop!
He yells, stop.
After he put an arrow in me, not before. Okay. Yeah, right. I punch Art in the face.
And there you go.
Damn it.
Crack.
Nothing
You shot him.
Nothing I can do.
You could let it happen. You could be married.
It's
A fly on the wall.
Oh man,
Oh, you used
I
your
botched.
inspiration, didn't you?
I
He's already
had
used
to-
it.
used it.
I used one.
Oh, okay.
You
I-
sure this is the role you want to use then?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 30.
I'll use a luck.
Reroll it
again.
again.
Reroll it. Okay. Oh man, 18. Not enough.
21.
Your
Okay.
fist slams into his breastplate. Wham!
Hit him
As he
again.
moves around.
I get hit twice in one round. I punch again.
Luck, does that take your reaction? Or that just
Nope, it
happened?
just happens.
Okay.
Ah, fuck, I miss. So I'm like, king. I hit you twice. I'm like,
For no
for
damage.
nothing, son of a bitch. You have no idea what happened there.
Merit? This isn't usually how it plays out. Usually he knocks Garavan out.
Yeah.
You said knock Aaron's teeth out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Art's quicker and better armored.
Are all three of you still coming with me to the healing hall?
You smarmy fuck, I should punch you.
You could probably hit me.
Oh, man. You want it, don't you?
That was Merritt's turn. You want to do anything else?
Everyone... I start walking towards the healing hall.
He leaves.
Oh, boy.
You can attack of opportunity him if you want.
I'm gonna grab him by the horn.
Good sir!
You have to attack.
Yeah, that's a grapple.
Oh, I can't grab him?
Because
Okay.
it's an attack of opportunity. You'd have to melee attack.
I can't stop him. So, no, that's alright. I really just want to stop him from leaving.
You'd have to use your action to do that. Artegan. You're, your ally. Maybe your friend.
I didn't even hurt you. He shot me in the back with an arrow that wrapped me in vines.
Yeah, these guys are... What are you doing?
I turned invisible.
That solves that problem. Art, horrible stuff happened in the Shadowfell. We didn't mean to go there, and that was fucked up after you left me to die in the Underdark. Seriously. That was a low blow. We were trapped there being tortured by horrible visions of fucked upness. And you were gallivanting with some hot chick. Who wants to kill me? That's fucked up.
She said she wouldn't travel with you. She didn't say that she wanted to kill you.
She did want to kill me when we were in the woods, and her buddy was all like, "What's up, Cooper? I think that I should put my axe in your ass." She was totally going to back his play to kill me if you guys left me in the woods. They did want to kill me. You knew that. You're not stupid. You just play that guy in a play sometimes, right? It's like not who you really are. You're a smart dude. So you know where all this shit lies. Anyways, look. Fuck, man. Whatever. If you're there at 4 o'clock, great. If you're not, that's fine with me. And you shoot me again, I'm gonna take that bow and ram it so far up your ass, it's gonna look like a third horn coming out of your mouth. Fuck.
You need to stop. You need to stop this. I shot you because you were going to strike Art. He's one of us.
So wait. So because I was gonna harm our friend with my fist, not a weapon, you decided to hurt me because I was in the wrong. So you being wrong too was obviously right? Is that how this works? That's great math. I like that math. I'm gonna hang on to that for later. Right, I walk away too.
I feel like I owed you a little bit.
I come back. Excuse me?
Yeah, I owed you a couple times.
Merritt wanted to kill you in the fucking Shadowfell, and I talked him into not killing you. And you think that because I bloodied your lip once or twice, you owe me an arrow in the back. After I convinced Merritt to not kill you, which was what his plan was to kill you.
I was just trying to stop
Yeah,
you
there's never a thank you, Delaran. Like,
from
hey,
severing times with
that was
Artegan.
really great. Fuck,
I did
Artegan
thank you.
left me to die in the dirt.
See what the Shadowfell did to us, Art? We're still not cohesive. I don't even know if we can go to fight Magnus together. This is bullshit. How are we going to function? You're always jumping in. Always. Merritt's always pissed off at me about something.
He's gone.
He's always pissed off about you at something. We can't do right by the guy.
How far is it to Meadowbrook or whatever?
100 miles.
How far does a horse go in a day?
You could travel 1 hex in 2 days. It's 2 hexes away.
So it took me 4 days. How long would it take on a boat?
A day. They can go really fast.
Oh, yeah.
You'd show up late on horse.
Mm-hmm. I can't be late to the state. Well, I don't care if you come either. Fuck all you guys. I walk off.
To the healers all?
No. I don't want to get in a fist fight with Merritt and the healer hall, and I feel like that's what would happen.
So I go somewhere else. I just go find some corner to sit in.
He goes to pout.
Yeah, I do.
Well, you can all go to the Healer's Hall. Artegan's still invisible, by the way.
Right. Well, if I walk outside. I don't even stay in the Citadel. I leave.
Okay.
I run
So much
after
for your
him.
plan.
I run after
So
him.
much for my plan.
I run after Dalaran.
I love how you're about to do something.
And then none of that happens.
Just all my plans.
Leave me alone. Go away.
Stop. Just come back.
I'll follow after him too, but I'm still invisible.
We
Wait, you were right. You were right. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this together. Okay, I'm fine with that.
I spoke in haste.
Okay, cool. Maybe you were still right. I'm going to take some time to walk around and clear my head so I don't assault Artegan again after he left me to die in the Underdark and then complained and bitched about how we were stuck in the fucking Shadowfell. And I don't want to hang out with you because you shot me in the back. I pointed at the arrow that's still sticking out of my side. In my back. You shot me, right? So that's cool. I'm just going to go for a walk and let off some air. And fuck Mr. Everlight, his holier-than-thou-ness. And you're right about that, too. He's always either pissed at me or pissed at you or pissed at somebody. You know what? Whatever. I'm going to take a stroll. Go find a nice quiet place to pull this arrow in my back in case I cry about it because I don't want anybody to see me. And then I'm going to come back later on, catch a couple hours of sleep, in a little bit. And 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to get on a ship, and I'm going to sail home and try really hard to save people that I don't even know if they like me anymore. Okay? That's my plan. And then when I'm done, I might stay with the army. I might come back here and try to fortify the Citadel a little bit. I think I might just go my own way and try to harass the army a little bit with some guerrilla tactics. But we'll figure that out when we get to it. But right now, leave me the fuck alone. And I walk away.
Cast Hunter's Mark.
No save.
No, I don't know. I probably don't even know.
Something's a little odd.
I don't even know. I go find a bar somewhere and I get that arrow pulled out of my side. I'll just pull it out.
And I guess I'll walk in and go to the Healer's Hall.
Okay. Artegan?
I'll follow Garavan.
Back to the Healer's Hall.
Mm-hmm.
The last time Dalaran split up from everyone, he got you all kicked out of Riverstorm.
It's true.
The Healer's Hall.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start there.
I'm kicked out of here anyway. I have till tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm. You have till a week.
Technically a week.
Tomorrow morning was his plan. Merritt, you get there first. The priests let you in. The Healer's Hall, the last time you were in here, was lined with many, many beds and cots of people that were sick and dying. It's a lot more empty than it used to be. There haven't been any large battles. There haven't been many skirmishes. And most of the people that were here have either died or been healed. There's not really any in-between when it comes to magic.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there are people that lose their limbs due to disease.
Or friends.
Or friends. You're not there. Guess what? You're not there. But your mother is there, tending to the few wounded who are. Give me a perception check.
That's a 6.
It's a 6. That's not good at all. So you walk up to your mother. She looks at you. She doesn't wear the scarf that keeps the smells to a minimum around her nose.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the priests still wear the scarves to cover up the smell, because it is rancid in here. It smells like death.
Mm-hmm.
She smiles. Merritt, come.
Just in time. How can I help?
Why don't we see how that staff works for you?
Okay. I walk over to a larger group of people.
Well, there's not a large group of people. She's at one end of the hall, between all the pillars, where there's a few beds lined up next to each other. As you approach and you get close, you don't have to roll anymore. You see that there is a full guard here. There's about 7 different guards, and they're standing around these cots. There are 3 beds. They're all dragonborn. You can put 2 and 2 together. These are not your allies.
I mean, I don't look like an ally either.
Correct.
So that doesn't bother
And
me.
your mother has brought you up to heal anyone.
So I will...
The first one you see is a blue dragonborn laying on the bed. He looks pretty bad off. He's already started the process of gangrene in his leg.
Oh, no.
If you can't remove disease, you can heal him, but you can't cure him. I don't know what spells you have. Honestly, I don't keep track of your guys' picked spells, so you can let me know.
The staff can do lesser restoration. Does that include cure disease? I know you do that sometimes.
I can cure disease.
Lesser restoration.
Lesser rest won't fix that.
Doesn't do it. This can...
You're stuff getting drunk, crying about some arrow.
You can cure
Pretend
one
that arrow
disease
hurt
or
you.
one condition.
Quit pretending the arrow hurt you.
One disease or one condition?
Yep.
Okay. So I will use 2 charges on that.
There you go.
To get a lesser restoration to him.
You point the staff, you touch his leg gently with it, and you can see the light flow from the base of the staff all the way to the top. And when you cast a spell out of this staff, the top lights up just like light, the light spell. And it illuminates the area, and you've seen this happen before. It's beautiful to see Paylor's light in a different way. And his leg, all the color that had gone out of it, all the discoloration and the scales that had been broken back where the wound is exposed to his leg, start to fade back to that beautiful cobalt blue. The wound starts to look a little less blackened within it. You get rid of the gangrene completely. He's still very hurt.
Mm-hmm. But do either of the others have some sort of an infection or disease taking root?
You can give me a medicine check.
I'm also asking Gloriosa about these things. But yeah, so that's a set. Oh wait, medicine? That's a 3. Not particularly good at this.
This wasn't your skill. You grew up.
It's more of the book kind.
That's awesome.
I couldn't fix people until it just kind of happened.
Gloriosa, she walks over to the other 2. They just got here a couple hours ago. I've been tending to their wounds the best I can. This one is also afflicted. The wound is festered. And you look at him and he has a wound in his side and it looks really bad. He's taking really shallow breaths. Give me
Can I stomp the staff again?
Well, you're not dumb. I'm not going to make you roll it. Gloriosa. You've always known her to be able to cast spells.
Mm-hmm.
These are the only sick people in the hall.
Gotcha. So when she was saying earlier that she's losing her powers, she may have already lost them, or the bulk of them. Because this should have been like an
It
easy
should have been
fix.
fixed.
Yeah. So I definitely make a mental note of that. And we'll use 2 more charges to cast Lesser Restoration on this gentleman. Clean out the wound.
You touch the staff, it lights up the room once more, like a camera. light floods and then disappears just as fast. And his wound looks like a fresh wound once again.
And then I step around to
The third guy, she'll walk with you. We brought him back. He was dying. He's mostly better. Hasn't woken up yet. But they all could use help. We have the guard here because we don't know what they're gonna do once they awake.
Sure. Alright. I take a minute to look for his obvious wounds and see if they're also festering.
They are not.
They're not.
Before you heal him, it's not something I want to do, but we do need to tie them down. We need to make sure they can't breathe elements of destruction at us. She points to the guards who come over and you guys are walking in at this point. And when you walk up and get close, you see 3 dragonborn on these cots. And they're literally strapping their necks down. And they're chalking their heads so they can't turn.
And then, yeah, I would recommend pointing the beds in a direction so that they're not facing anything particularly flammable. Or anybody that needs to breathe. That sort of thing. So as we shift that, I'm going... Those are the only 3 that have any sort of injuries. Then I'm going to use... I'll still do it more for flair than anything else. I'll use a mass healing word to just hit them all 3 at once.
You do it. With your own spell or the staff?
My own spell.
Okay.
So this will still add a +1 to it. Is that what it was? It is a +1 staff of healing. So does that +1?
It helps on all spells, including spells from the staff.
Okay.
It includes
Is that just
healing.
for
Is that just reroll ones, or is it a +1 to healing as well?
Both.
okay?
It's a very powerful family
So
heirloom.
2, and I have a +5, so 7, and then +1 from the staff.
Yeah.
8. So all 3 of them take 8 hit points of life.
You heal, and you can feel the light course through the staff and into your own body. And as you cast this spell, a light aura envelops all the targets, however many you want, and it fades into their skin. You see the cobalt blue dragonborn's eyes flutter and snap open. He can look down towards his stomach because he's laying on his back, but he can't move his head side to side.
In Draconic, I say, slowly, brother. You are quite injured.
You guys are here at this point. You want to say anything, do anything?
No, I'm okay. I'm just watching.
Still invisible?
Yep. Still invisible, still watching.
Waiting for Merrick to be done doing what he's doing.
He will speak in Draconic as well. Anyone else speak Draconic? It's a very guttural and earthy language.
Elven, Common, and Dwarven.
So only you and Gloriosa, as far as you know.
Yeah.
Where am I?
You are as far west as Oakdale. This is the Citadel of the Sun.
In enemies' hands, I assume. Who are you?
There are no enemies here but those you bring with you. This is a house of healing. You are safe as long as you are within these walls.
Am I free to go?
If that is your choice, yes. As soon as we get you, and if these are your companions, back to the point where I can reasonably say that you will be able to not slip back into unconsciousness, then yes. I will outfit you with enough supplies to get back to wherever it is you're going.
Anyone else alive? Is it just me? You hear someone else actually speak. Almost makes you jump because you weren't quite ready, but they are all awake. I'm here. He looks back. Well, he looks down again. He's trying to see you, but he can't get you in his peripherals.
I'll make the circuit, walk in front of them, each of them.
So eventually his eyes lock onto yours, and he's got these bright yellow eyes, the pupil of a snake, that diamond shape. What is your name?
I am Merritt Everlight. If you are so kind as to offer your own name.
Yeah, he'll give you his name.
Okay. I was like, I don't want to make Ryan do this, but if
Oh,
we're playing the name game.
You're gonna make me do it anyways.
If you offer your own name, perhaps that will better aid your companions in determining who is faring well, who has been recovered and is here.
My name is Gimra. Give him your names. He shouts a little louder to the others that they can hear. I'm Keithan.
Gimra and Geethan.
I'm Darman.
Darman? Gimra, Geethan, and Darman. You are not prisoners here. You are patients. We will do our best to see you return to health, at which point we will absolutely provide you enough food to return to wherever it is you're going, and allow you to leave this place. As such, we do hope you bear us no ill will, and will treat this city with the respect it deserves.
And do we just need to be feeling alright to walk before we can leave?
I will dedicate myself to making sure you feel at full health. Once you feel that you are as good as new, just say so.
Very well.
Is there anything else you need?
I'm fine for now. Give me a insight. You can all give me insight. Actually, sorry, you don't speak Draconic. I lie. This is all foreign.
Forgot about that. 7.
You do not succeed.
Can't. It's hard to read their expressions. He's got his chin taped to his chest.
This goes on for a little bit until Merritt is done talking with them. Glory, she walks you away from them just a little bit. That was handled very well.
Thank you.
You really are growing up. She smiles. I've always dreaded this day.
Really?
Sometimes I just wish you could stay a child and that you'd never have to leave.
Fair enough. I do miss having meals cooked for me.
Have you made a decision on if you're leaving tonight?
I believe at just before dawn tomorrow morning. We're to board some of the ships that are headed downriver.
She looks at you guys.
Yeah.
I'm invisible. Unless I.
Oh, that's true.
Probably.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
about that, Merritt.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
You don't know what? If we're doing that? Did that
Well,
change?
Delaron went off. I tried to apologize for everything I said to him, which was a lot,
Okay.
but he went off by himself. I think it'd be wise if we all got together and just hashed it out real quick before we left.
Did
Understand everybody's expectations.
you guys not do that? I thought that's what was going on in the hallway.
More or less, but I said some things that rang pretty true with him.
Well, sounds like a fun conversation then. All right. Well, it'd be very unlikely that he's going to miss that boat tomorrow. I'd say get some rest. We could all just be there in the morning.
It's a good idea. All right.
And I'd have one of the attendants be sure to wake you up in time so that we don't accidentally sleep through. We certainly don't need to embark on the next portion of this journey without another member.
It's very true.
Where does your journey take you? You're going south to
south
fight.
of here. I think the intention is to get to the wall, but we need to stop in Meadowbrook. That's where Delaron's from. And he was going to, I believe, encourage his family to get out of town.
Where is your friend? I wanted to speak with him.
Mr. Cooper?
The other one, Mr. Hostegan.
He's
Around.
You say?
Yeah.
She kind of jumps a little. Mr. Hostegan,
Yes?
you said you saw this army.
Yes.
We need to know what we're facing.
I'll give her an idea of their numbers and everything. So,
So the numbers you had were 2,000-ish
Mhm.
strong hobgoblins.
Do they look like they had a way through the wall? Or over the wall? Under the wall?
Magnus was with them. I'm sure they had a way through.
Around the wall? I mean, but if it was just as easy as him casting a spell, do you think he would have done it before now?
Unless it's something that has to be done at the wall. Maybe they had a way through. I mean, they've already attacked my hometown, so they had to have gotten across the wall somehow.
Well, your hometown was destroyed on the way east. Might very well be the same hobgoblin army. Hobgoblins, as far as I've heard, in the reports that have come through Oakdale, traveled east to join Magnus. About a month ago, maybe 2. That's when they destroyed your town. The hobgoblins coming west had already crossed the wall, somewhere north of here.
If that's the case, they might go north instead of south. They might not be at Meadowbrook, or
But we don't know where they are right now. We're trying to find that out from your report earlier. We'll know by midday tomorrow. That's the soonest we're gonna know.
I'll be gone by then, probably.
Your other friends are attacking from the north. Castle Fulgrim. Where does your battle lie?
It lies with just Magnus.
I don't think Magnus is going to come across the wall. Maybe you saw him there.
He was leading the army. But you're right, it doesn't necessarily mean he'll cross the wall with them.
I don't think he'd put himself in that kind of a vulnerable spot.
Are you suggesting that we go across the wall?
I'm really not sure. It might be time to go find him. Maybe not. It would be dangerous. Very, very dangerous. She stretches a little and pulls her robes taut. I don't think you'll be ready to fight him. She looks back and makes sure no one else is looking. I've already told Merritt, but you all should know as well. My powers have been fading for a long time now. But it's not just me. There's many followers of many different gods, and their powers are all starting to fade. Those that can cast the divine nature of spells, those that rely on their gods, they're becoming weak, normal. We're not sure what's going on. Merritt, you are very special in the fact that you can cast divine spells through your own power, somehow. You could very well be the last priest of Palor.
Oh, snap.
Epic title.
That'd be a good title. The Last Priest of Baylor.
I would hate to send your group out there only to meet their demise by his hand.
There's one thing we've learned. It's that rushing into combat before we're ready is, well, the easiest answer sometimes, but it's not always the best. There is more we can do. I think we need to start by getting Cooper's family safe so that he can remain focused on our tasks. If we go south with him as far as Meadowbrook, we can at least make sure that his family is cared for and he will remain focused for the remainder.
I'm with that. And then what?
You see Gloriosa shaking her head.
I don't know. To be honest, sooner or later, we're gonna have to go east of the wall. And whether that's to shed blood or to protect those who are there or just investigate what's going on, I think it's inevitable that our journey takes us east. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I'm not sure exactly what the end goal looks like. Magnus Monroe has been a storm on the horizon since before I was born. I hear rumors, I hear stories, some terrible things off in the distance happening to someone else. And I've never seen those things. I've just heard stories. And even those stories, they seem like people attribute things to Monroe that he couldn't have done. I mean, did he kill Oana himself?
You say to the air.
I know that you're still here.
Mm-hmm.
Did he do that, or was that someone did something in his name? Did he bring her back? Did he resurrect her himself? Or was that something that one of his priests did? I don't know. I mean, when he destroyed the city of Damnation's Hollow, whatever it was called before, Hollow's Vale, apparently that he was just, the whole thing was overrun by his allies. I can't put together a meaningful narrative for it. I don't understand what he's trying to do, if he's actually trying to do these things, if people are just tacking his name onto everything that he does, or that they want to do.
The reports I heard was he went to the town and he killed her himself. And he brought her back from the dead. Not as... She didn't seem herself afterwards. Likely undead.
I mean, to not be cold or callous about it, that seems weird.
It does.
That doesn't seem like this weird mastermind who's hiding behind a wall and moving armies to come all the way forward and to take the eldest daughter of a noble house one at a time.
I've heard a story from Karina. That's her name, right? Okay, good to get that right. Cool. I've only been traveling with her for like a month. But anyway, Magnus attacked with his army their hometown. Her mother sent Karina and Oana in different places magically to get them out of there. And then later Magnus tracked down Oana. So they have to have had something that he wanted. That's the thing, is he's a divination wizard. He knows things that not necessarily everyone would. If somebody had an ace in a hole to stop him, he would be able to predict it and to see that it doesn't come to action. Or maybe there's something he wants that would make taking over the place a lot easier. I don't know. Gloriosa, have you heard of a tomb of Madara? Madara?
What's that?
You spoke about this once before.
She furrows her brows. And she's very... Everything she says, she wouldn't even have to speak words because her eyes say most of it. And she frowns and she's like, the name seems familiar. I couldn't... I know I've heard that name before.
Can you tell me where? Or
I used to be an adventurer at one time, a long time ago. No? Why so?
Oana had a book that she left me, and through the time traveling, I've picked up some stuff about it, and that came up in the hidden within the words.
Curiouser.
I could look into it for you, but I couldn't... I could have some of our scribes look into it and see if they know anything about this. Why don't you write it down? She pulls out a piece of parchment and a quill and hands it to you.
Before I write it, I'll be like, only the ones you trust. I don't know where Magnus's spies are.
Very well. I'll do it myself.
Okay. I'll write it down and hand it to her. So you can just see the pen just...
Because you're still invisible.
Yep.
And you hand it back. She rolls off the small piece of parchment and sticks it in her cloak. If you're leaving tomorrow morning, I can't have an answer for you.
You have a way to send word?
I do. I can send word to you, Merritt. I understand now why I couldn't reach you. These past 2 weeks, if you've been in the Shadowfell.
Particular distance. Right. I've been practicing my messaging spell as well. I think I found a way to make it work at longer distances.
I can't do that, Merritt.
Oh, if I'm right, you would be able to at least use it to reply. So I will try to check in more frequently.
That would be wonderful.
Call home.
Maybe every day.
Maybe every
Whoa.
day. Every day. Mom. Not in front of the fellas.
She's like, oh, stop. And she walks over and gives you a big hug.
Mm-hmm.
She kisses your cheek.
Please, have some dignity. I'm the last priest of Palor.
That's awesome.
She smiles. Wipes away a tear. Do check in before you leave. If you do leave tomorrow.
I'll be back first thing. What are your plans for those three? Are you comfortable?
We'll be fine. Maybe we'll find out some information. If they're forthcoming.
I do like this weird flash of like you, and then to Deller, and then to you, and then to, like you don't mean like
Merritt.
Sorry, it's been a weird couple of months. Would it be easier if
I'm not there?
I could escort them to the city walls if you prefer.
If you're still around.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully they can get some rest. Okay, and I suppose we should get some rest too. You too, Artegan.
Yeah, absolutely. Can we just take our own quarters? Do we have any?
We'll find you some quarters.
Wait, is someone sleeping in my room?
She's like, not right now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I want to.
There was just someone in there for a week.
But
they're gone already.
I hope they didn't take down my posters.
Okay. I need a warm bath.
Very well.
Yeah, I'm sure. You can do all the normal bath time things.
I haven't had one forever, dude.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for what you look like with clean hair.
Ish.
Yeah.
It's kind of growing back.
Yeah, here you go. You got that little... Do you have the full horns now? Or did you cut them back off again?
No, I got the full horns right now. Yeah.
And a tail.
And a tail.
Nice.
A true tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have hooves too?
Mm-mm.
No, you're more
I got the feet
regular-footed.
He's not a fiend.
More human.
Come on. Can't spell friend without fiend.
Great quote.
Alright. I'll be back first thing. And I tap with my tail and
Head out.
gone out.
Merritt.
Yep, I'm right here. What's up?
As you're walking away, she's like, I love you, Merritt.
I love you too.
Aww.
You're gonna be fine. And I'll see you before dawn.
And then you walk out. Where are you going?
Taking a bath.
Taking a bath. Where are you going?
I'm gonna hang around not too far away from the Dragonborn in case anything happens.
chilling out in the room.
Sentinel
Where are you
on
going?
guard. I'm going to go up to my old room, and then I'm gonna try to get some pen and paper, write down some of my notes, things that I've learned about Gaziel and Enduriel and that sort of nonsense. Then I'm gonna probably go raid the library for books again on those things.
Okay,
And
so
just
while
steal
you're
stuff.
in your room and you're pulling out some paper, you pull out that piece of paper for Hank's address once more.
Hint.
I flip it over and I write my notes on the back. No, just kidding. As I get to that point, I'm like, I should definitely check in on him. And nobody else is around, so I go by myself.
Of course you do. Delron, you're in the bar. You're
Yeah.
getting...
Ask for 2 shots of whiskey.
Need some water.
1 shot, I pour on the arrow and then pull it out of me, and the other one I drink while I'm sitting there.
Alright. You do that, and there's a few good cheers when you pull it out, like, yeah!
Ah!
One of the guys, it's definitely a soldier, claps you on the back. Like, that's how you do it.
One for my fellow here too. I'll buy him a drink. Like clink. Hey,
Thank you very much.
no problem.
So, who do you fight for?
I'm not currently enlisted.
Huh. Well, who did you fight for? You're a soldier.
I am. Oh man, this can go so bad. So I tell him I am like what was whatever the name of my regiment was. I tell him the name of it.
Alright.
Like I was part of I think we were probably called the Faithful. Like Tarvis's Faithful before I became the last of the Faithless or Unfaithful, who twisted the name. So yeah, I was part of Tarvis's Faithful.
Oh. Cool, he says, as your natural insight can see he has no clue what the fuck you just said.
Yep,
He
that's
takes his shot.
That's good. I'm like,
Woo!
hey, to good friends and whatever.
Yeah, whatever. So you're not enlisted, you want to join?
I got
Hey,
some-
we're going to fight in the morning. It's going to
Yeah.
be some bloodshed. He smiles.
Where do you guys plan to meet the enemy?
It's like, well, not really sure. I think we're headed down to Woodhaven.
Yeah, I'm actually going about halfway with you guys. I'm from Meadowbrook. I gotta hop off and make sure my family's okay. I'm gonna try to evacuate into the Citadel.
You're from Meadowbrook?
I am.
Oh. Huh. You could have fought for either side then, with us or with Woodhaven. They kind of get enlisted both places.
Yeah, Tarvis, was he out of Woodhaven?
Tarvis was out of Woodhaven.
Yeah, Tarvis's Faithful are out of Woodhaven originally, so.
I've heard of Tarvis.
My dad knew him. It made it easy to join up.
I mean, it's not very hard to join up.
That's
They need
true.
more bodies than they can count.
I was always a bad Cooper, so I decided to be a soldier instead.
Well,
Coopering's
that's a
a
terrible
family
farmer
business.
either.
Yeah, right? That's how it works. Can't be a farmer, can't be a Cooper, at least you can swing a sword.
And drink. He drinks.
And drink. I'll drink another one, yeah.
People cheer at that.
All right.
It's like, well, I better get some sleep. Got a
Me
long
too.
day tomorrow.
Anyways,
He claps you on the back.
what's your name, man?
My name is Gregor.
Gregor. It was really good to meet you. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
Sure.
All right,
Maybe
then.
maybe you'll be on the same boat.
Who knows?
You know which one you're on?
I don't actually. I'm just trying to squeeze on whichever one I can.
We're on the Queen Liz.
Queen Liz? I'll remember that. Queen Liz. Maybe me and my companions will join you.
Yeah, be good to see some fresh meat. smell.
All right, for the grinder. Yeah, totally. All right, have a good night, man.
Yeah, you stay safe.
You too.
He walks out of the bar.
Yep, time for me to leave.
You walk out of the bar.
I've had enough to drink. I'm gonna step out. It sounds like the Queen Liz might not know who I am, so that's a good place to ride. That's the plan.
Good plan.
I go back to the Citadel.
Go back to the Citadel.
I've had enough time pouting. The arrow's out, had a few drinks, ran into somebody, started to get nervous, I'm gonna get arrested. So I go back.
Alright, Merritt.
Yep. Oh,
You
yeah.
were leaving the Citadel?
Yeah.
You see Delaron walking up towards you guys. Well, towards you. You're not guys anymore. You're
No,
taking
it's
a
just
bath.
You're invisible being a sentry.
Mhm.
Hey, want to go say hi to Hank? Great, let's go.
Okay.
You can go pout some more if you want.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I walk in. I'm quiet though.
The address you have is not in the city. It's in the outskirts, in the shanties.
Do I know about how long it would take?
Yeah, it'll take you 15 minutes. It's not that far.
that's wait, yeah, no big deal. All right.
Do you guys want to say anything before you get there? Or are you going to be very quiet?
I mean, if you're talking, I'll talk, but I'm probably gonna pull my hood up and be quiet.
Well, I'm obviously talking, but
What about? Anything important, or are you just running your face?
I mean, a little bit of both, probably. Probably weaves back and forth.
Okay.
So you could probably tune back out occasionally,
Sure.
and then
But what kind of important stuff are you talking about?
Are you trying to engage it?
That's what I'm saying. Or are you just kind of like blah 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 blah?
well, I would talk about the deities apparently having some sort of a barrier, like all these divine casters are losing their abilities.
Well, something's going on. Magnus is trying to ascend to godhood, right? Wait, did we
Yeah.
know that, or was that the other
You
group?
do know.
Oh, we knew that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
someone was looking for a tome of
Anduro
ascension.
told me.
Maybe he's affecting the firmament or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that means we should probably kill him soon.
Yeah. I mean, I know this sounds weird. I was talking about this with the other guys earlier. I don't really understand or believe all of what we hear about him. And I kind of want to talk to him first. And I know that seems strange. But what if all the things we hear about him are some weird spin on things?
I mean, what if he's right?
And I want to know if
That's
he's
what you're
right.
saying. What if he's right?
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, just to be clear, it doesn't matter to me if he's right or not. All that matters is that he is involved in a war that's cost countless lives. I don't even care if our side is the right side. All I care about is that if we kill him, it will stop conflict and less people will die. That's it.
By that same token, if all from our side were killed, wouldn't that also stop the conflict?
Yep, but I'm not Dragonborn, right? My family and the people that I do care about live on this side of the wall. It's not about right or wrong. Like, people think it's about morality. They think it's about who's right and who's wrong and maintaining some ideal. That's not what war is about, just so you know, because we're going to sail into war tomorrow. Maybe you don't know this. But war's not about right and wrong. It's about us and them. That's what it's about. Everybody's wrong. Listen, the guys that are right, you know who they are? They're the farmers that stay home and they plant corn and they feed people and raise their families. They're the right guys. Everybody who goes to war, we're all wrong. It's always wrong to go to war and kill other people. There's no good side here. Magnus, us, it's not the good guys and the bad guys. It's us and them. And the us happens to be the side you're on, right? That's the way it works. So when we meet up on a field of battle, everybody thinks they're right. That's always how it works. That's why when you catch their soldiers and decide to torture them, they don't want to talk because they think they're right. And that's why when you're standing there sweating next to your poor buddy who's shaking in his boots, both of you green recruits, and he gets a spear in the gut, you carry him off the field and take an arrow in the back because you think you're the good guys and it's got to work out for you. Even when he dies, part of you still thinks, but we're the good guys. What the fuck happened? It's not like that. Not in real life. There are not heroes in war, just pushers. I get quiet again.
Me too.
You made Merritt shut up.
Yep.
How do you feel?
Have an
I finally
inspiration.
accomplished something this game.
And you make it to Hank's. It is a small shanty house, wooden, with a slanted roof that's been mostly thatched. And the door is also made out of thatch. There is no insulation to the cold.
I might say one more thing before we get there, real quick, as we're getting to the door. So it's been a little while. I say, so yeah. So I don't care if he's right or wrong. I just care if he dies. And then I knock on the next door.
You knock on the thatch door. It's like... And you see a light flickering between the cracks of the door from the inside, a fire for warmth. And something moving around. And eventually, you see a man open the door, and it opens outwards towards you, and he's standing there in dark brown long johns.
Did they start
Basically
off
a
brown?
onesie.
Did they start brown?
Maybe. They might just be dirty. It's really hard to tell with this guy.
Nice.
He's got his messy hair already under a hat. You've never seen him without a hat. And his beard has gotten a little longer. His black and white peppered beard. He adjusts his eyes.
Hank, you old hero. How are you?
You hear the dog barking
Betsy!
from behind him. He's like, Bert,
Hi.
What's up,
you made
Hank?
it back.
Oh,
You made it back as well.
yeah. Yeah. I heard that you were in town and looking to make some contacts.
Well, I was just wondering if you made it back yet.
Oh,
He
sure did.
Pulls
Just
out
today.
a little pre-rolled cigarette and lights it with his flint. Actually, he just holds it up to the fire.
And, he just holds it near me, and I spark it for
You
him.
can if you want.
Yeah.
Before he even gets there, you're like, he's like, that's a handy trick. Well, I was just coming to see how you were.
Yeah. So it was
Come on in.
okay. Perfect.
You get into his little tiny shack, and there's enough room for him. There's a woman in his bed.
Oh, you got company. Maybe we should come back later.
Yeah. What?
That's my wife.
Yep. Okay.
Come on in.
Is she decent?
Yeah, she's decent.
That's
I mean, she's
so,
also
like,
wearing long johns, and she has
I'm like,
all gray hair. She's also pretty aged. Deep set wrinkles in her face, a very sharp nose. She has a pronounced face. And she's just adjusting herself to sit up. The bed is on the floor, the mattress, and she sits up against the wall on the mattress. Give me a perception check.
10.
18.
18, 10. You succeed. You see a blanket in the corner of this tiny house moving around. Like, I want to show you something, Merritt. Come on in.
We go in.
He goes over to the corner where you see Betsy sitting there, and she's panting. She looks very happy. And he pulls this blanket up over this wooden palleted box, and there are 4 pups in there.
Puppies are so
Betsy,
great.
you have puppies?
He gets a big smile on his face. He's like, Merritt, these are a new part of the family.
Oh, that's so exciting. Congratulations.
Like,
You
you
too,
congratulate Betsy. You pet her, and
I do to the grandma.
she pushes into your hand. He's like, Merritt,
Yeah.
He gets real quiet to where even his wife can't hear who's sitting on the bed. Since I lost Daniel, not my dog, although I did love him too,
Son.
my son, you can also hear this. I lost a lot of hope. And when I lost Daniel, it was heartbreaking. But you always remain hopeful. Even in our travels, even with what was going on. I want you to have one of these pups.
Are they old enough?
We've reared them for a few weeks now. And they're pretty much on their own. They're eating solids.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
There's 3 of them already with their little paws over the side, yipping, and they're being puppies. They're being very cute little fluff balls.
Okay.
They're all much like the mother. And I don't remember, or the father. I don't know if you remember the father. The large red and white.
Monty?
Almost
Monty, the giant dog? From Ziggy and Vita?
correct.
Whoa.
They all have different red markings. In your OneNote, under NPCs, under Hank's Pups, you have the hardest choice of your life to make.
No, I have to choose?
You have to choose one of the 4 in there.
So I have to choose 3 to leave behind? Is what you mean? Oh, okay.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yes.
He's smiling.
Oh, how does one even choose? Well, I know. And I shift into a tiny little puppy dog. And I play with them. And I see who plays the best.
Oh my god.
Yeah, hope you have fun conversing for a few minutes.
Hank, like,
Don't worry about it. It's a spell.
he looks at you. So there's 4 tiny pups. Let's see if we can get this going. All the black markings are actually red.
Oh, okay. So, like that first one, but then these 4 are the...
The second one, all the black is red, so it's mostly red. The third, it's red around the eyes. And the 4th, it's red on the crest of its head.
Hmm.
This is going to be the hardest choice you've ever made in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Doubtful.
Yeah.
So while he's playing with the other puppies, God, that was unexpected.
I gotta know.
Hank's sitting there. He sees if you want some of his smoke.
Sure.
So, did y'all make it back?
Yeah, not all together. We got stuck, and we got stuck someplace else for a little while. Art broke away and kind of did his own thing while the rest of us were having a hard time escaping this place called the Shadowfell.
I heard about Riverstorm. The city falling.
Yep, we were there for that.
You were there for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I cut a hole.
How'd you make it out? I mean, you don't have to go through it all if you don't want. He takes a cigarette right out of your hand back.
Okay. I mean, they flooded it, cut a hole in their boat, escaped on some griffins off the top of the castle.
Some griffins.
Yep.
Well, that is just... Alright, so, Mary, you're playing with the puppies. There are 4 of them.
That's real quick.
From top to bottom, the one that plays the nicest and the best is the first one. The one that's the most
I shift back
feisty
and I go to the first one.
is the third
I'm
one.
not looking for feisty, I'm looking for nicest. Nicest and best. I go for the first one that was mostly white and then it had little, like,
The eye,
striped things. Yeah.
red around the eyes,
Yeah.
mostly white besides that. It has some other markings around his body, some stripes that are red here and there.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite unexpected.
Yeah. Yeah, this little lady right here, I think she's the one.
Oh, she is just a wonderful pup. I mean, they all are.
Hey, you were talking about Daniel before. Did it ever seem weird to name a dog a new friend after someone you'd lost?
Are you saying this quiet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
to make sure the wife doesn't hear.
I'm trying to repeat it. But do you think that was a good move or a bad one? Now that you're the expert on that.
Well, I always told you there was a reason I didn't like naming my animals.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wait, did we name the animals for him? I don't remember.
his horses?
Were we the ones that named his dogs?
No.
Okay. I was like, we just picked
You named
Daniel
all your
out.
horses?
Yeah.
and they've all died.
Sure.
And he says, well, you lost a few horses. Did it hurt when you lost them because they had a name?
Well, not so much the naming.
Wait,
but,
who you're not naming?
No, I was talking specifically, you named your dog Daniel.
Well,
After
if one of
his
those
son.
horses that you lost, just name them whatever you think you were going to name this one and see if it still hurts as much.
Oh, God. This is horrible. Of course, dogs are different than horses.
No, they're not.
Sure they are.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
they're different creatures.
But dogs live in your house. Dogs eat the same food you eat. Dogs...
Horses take you where you need to go. They are the lifeblood of this entire continent.
I guess so. That's why I'm glad that my horse can't really stay dead. It's good. It's a good setup.
I just invited Mara here.
Well then, have a good evening. I leave.
You can stay if you want, but
we'll be on our way. I want to
he
make sure.
hands you the rest of the cigarette. It's now getting near the bottom.
All right, whatever. I'll smoke it.
Do you know anyone else that wants a pup?
I would love to have a dog, but I don't know if it's a good time for me to take one. If we're going into conflict, I don't want anything bad to happen to it.
From what I heard about you, you're the horse killer.
I tell you what. What if I pay you to look after him for me, kind of like you would stable a horse until the conflict's over and I can come back and collect him? I pay for his room, his board, whatever he might need.
Drinks.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. I don't know persuasion really is.
You picked yours already?
Yep.
Garrett?
Yeah.
So
When
he'll
I shift
pull
back,
the puppy
I'm
up and
I'm
he's...
standing up.
Oh, you already have
holding
yours?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to go pick it up. You've
No.
already picked it up.
No, I was like, play,
And
play,
it's
play.
like-
You're the best.
And it's
I
like
switched back
crawling
and I'm
around
already
your
holding it.
arms and licking
How
your
about
chin.
17?
17?
Yeah.
Alright. That one right there. That's my pup.
Which one?
He points to number 2 on the one note.
Okay.
So you have between number three and number 4.
Can't take them all.
Number 3 and
Can't
number
take
4.
care of them all.
Well, maybe it would help if I told you what I was going to pay you for taking care of the one that I want to stable here with you until the conflict resolves itself. I think that 1,000 gold should be enough to see after the needs of my dog and the rest of his friends.
You're just giving away the party's money. That's
Just
amazing.
that'd be enough to buy yourself a house.
I feel like when we get back together,
okay, but
Merritt's
look at-
going to be like, here's
look
the
at
bag
Hank's
of art.
house.
Hold on.
Look at Hank's house. Hank's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good guy. His son died. His life is shit. He loves dogs and horses. That's great.
I'm assuming you're not saying that out loud.
No, I'm
Okay.
just. This is what
No,
I'm thinking.
I don't put up a fight because I was not planning to give that much, but I was also planning to dump some gold off on Hank.
That's between 3 and 4.
Well, I don't.
That's
I
what
don't-
I've got. 3 and 4. Which one's the feisty one? What were they like when you were playing with
3
them?
was the feisty
3
one.
was the
You
feistiest.
could tell that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one that's
That's a
biting off.
boy.
I want 3.
Well, you know anyone else that wants a 4? The last one.
I would wager that if no one else particular comes to mind, that there's a little girl at the Citadel who would probably be inclined to take care of that pup.
Merritt, your kindness has been the only kindness in this city. I don't really know anyone here. So you'll take 1 and 4, and we'll keep 3 and 2 here. You can name them. We'll rear him. We'll train him.
Train him to be a good guard dog.
But you know that as they grow up, they bond with their owner much better.
Just make sure he'll listen to me if I know the right commands. We don't have to be friends. He seems kind of ornery. Name him Cooper. I give him $1,000, and I walk out.
1,000 gold,
Yep.
100 platinum. I guess that was yours originally.
Mm-hmm.
Artegan stole it from you.
So now it's Hank's.
Borrowed.
Borrowed.
I gave him back more than I took.
And Hank, take care of yourself. Things might get hot in the next little bit. You might have to move on.
Well, I think I'm going to cancel my next shipment. So that's always good.
Magnus is going to swing this way. I think he plans to take the Citadel. You might not want to be here when he shows up.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of warning if that's the case.
His army's marching this way now. The military's leaving here tomorrow morning. We're going to, I think, try to meet him south. But if we can't stop him...
I'll keep my ear low to the ground. I always do.
Watch out for yourself.
He rips out some of the spruce gum that he usually chews on, starts chewing. Well, it was good seeing you again. Maybe the next time you see me, I'll have a nice little place up behind those walls.
Who knows?
Here's hoping.
Take
He
care of my
smiles.
dog. I'll see you later.
As you're leaving, he lights up another smoke and closes the door behind you. Mary, you still have the two pups in your arms, and they're playing together, trying to climb up you. And one of them's nipping at the other gently. In fact, it's yours is nipping at the other gently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, invisibility only lasts for an hour, so after I think it's about time it's gonna wear off. I'm actually gonna go out into the woods and see if I can see if the bog witch girl, Shira, I think it was.
Mashira?
Yeah, see if she wants her egg before I can take off.
Is her out in the woods?
Yeah.
How are you going to contact her?
I figured that she's probably watching, so I'll just see if she shows up. If not, I'll go back to town.
Artegan goes to the woods. And on that note, I think we're going to call it there. With Artegan traveling out alone, splitting the party once again.
Yeah, I was alone already.
You're pathologically
That's what we do.
destined to not stick together.
It's amazing that the only group that really meshed really well was the three evil guys.
They were
When
great
you guys
together.
played the
Well,
evil
yeah.
characters.
They were simple, though. They had not... I mean...
They didn't punch each other.
They didn't,
They didn't shoot each other in the back.
No.
They didn't split up.
Nope.
Even when there was an opportunity to split up. And they killed a dragon. And here you guys are.
We would not do any of those things.
But we have dog pups or something.
You have
Where
a
dog
weird
pups.
hybrid pup. Husky / something.
Something.
Beautiful
Wasn't it
creature.
pulling their cart or something like that? Is
No, it was from the ground. It was about 4 feet on all fours.
that okay?
It was
It
a
was
really
big.
large. It was wolf-like, but mostly red.
Yeah,
Red and white.
the big red something or other. Yeah.
It took Betsy for a spin.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do with that dog while we're out on the campaign trail? You can't take him.
Oh yeah, she's gonna learn the way of the world, man. Her name's Nara.
What are you going to do when someone jumps us in our camp in the middle of the night? Or...
Turn her into a T-Rex.
She's gonna help keep watch in the middle of the night.
You gonna turn her into a T-Rex? She keeps the same personality. She's like, I want to play.
How many horses we've killed?
I do not
Is
know how
this
many
in
horses
game or
you-
out of game?
This is in game.
All right, you can do this next game. Next game, we'll start right here. You're leaving Hank's. You're in the forest. You're taking a bath. And that's it. Go over our followers. Obsidian Darko, thank you for following us. Vassar, thank you for following us. Schmeliot, all three of you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Illbeard, for all the gifted subscriptions.
Yeah, welcome Parchilies. Nalphabeto, Blaine Witz, and Schmeliot.
Yeah, thanks for sitting through a game that didn't have any combat. Well, any
I
real
told you
combat,
there's
just
gonna
in
be no
case.
combat.
Yeah,
A little bit.
there was a little.
You hit each other. Thank you.
Well, or failed to.
I failed, yeah. More viciously.
Yeah, the only one that hit anybody was Yip, actually.
Mhm.
Putting an arrow in him.
Get an arrow or get a new bow. First thing you do, shoot a
Shoot your friend.
So there is a command. Oh, thank you, Antiro, for following us. There's a command in the Twitch chat. It's exclamation point ketchup with the KETCHUP. That's the current episode where they're kind of at. Here, let me type it out. So next week we're gonna come back right here. Sounds like you guys are headed to war.
Yep, we are going to war.
Is everyone going to be
When I
here
started
next
this campaign, I think I said, "What do you guys want to play?" And the lowest choice of everything was Epic War.
But we're going to go
Yeah,
to
here
Epic
you
War.
are.
We are.
Man, I mean, life's weird.
Epic War was below. I want to
Craft
Local
things.
shit.
craft things.
Man,
Yeah.
I still want to craft things.
You got a puppy.
I'm
I know.
a blacksmith.
I'm gonna raise a puppy from now on.
The only thing I've gotten to make is, well, my sword before the campaign started, and I tried to make you a leg, but that didn't work out
That
so
was
well.
not so great.
Yeah,
Um,
I rolled a 1.
So
Only time
next, when is?
I think Josh is here next week. The week after, he's gone for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Okay,
Thanksgiving,
So
that
next
Sunday
week
I'll
at
be
least.
gone.
Everyone's here next week, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do Thanksgiving week without Josh. Maybe we'll do another one shot.
Ooh, yeah, let's make
Maybe
some more
you guys should do a
characters.
Thanksgiving Day special. You guys should be turkeys.
Fighting to get free.
Yeah, man.
Or maybe they could
Fighting
fight a
like
giant turkey
Chicken
dragon.
run.
Yeah,
It's turkey
right.
run.
Turkey run.
Everything will be gravy.
Well, thank you everyone for following us.
That's so much
if you
better
want-
than the ones you read off that
Real quick,
godforsaken list.
real quick, just for everyone watching, if you want any of the music that we're using, I'm putting it all on YouTube. So underneath our video, there's some links. You can go to the video links on YouTube. Use them for your home games. If you ever want to use the map, I think I linked the map. You can use it for your own campaigns. That's fine too. That's all I had. We'll post this one on Monday. Take it easy, everyone.
Peace.